Got to say hi to Patrice O'Neill sitting in for Jimmy Norton today.
Good morning.
Good morning, Patrice.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good to have you.
And now we got to do the whole show we did in the office for everybody else. So much stuff came out in the office today.
Just casual discussion.
We just should have microphones in the office, and if it works, then that's how we should just start the show.
Maybe we should just have mics on us all the time, and we never have to leave the house. We could just send in a DAT tape of everything we talk about. And they could play it, and I could sit at home.
Because it never comes off like it wasn't off.
Of course not.
They're like, hey, let's talk about it. Alrighty.
Yeah. Hey, have you noticed? Trying to act now like we all haven't heard it, and it's just all awkward.
Save it for the radio, man.
Yeah.
You'd be like, hey, listen, I can talk. Yeah. I don't need to save my personality for the radio. Then you'd be like, hey.
And you can't make the point like you did. Like, you could be brilliant 50 feet away in the office. Could be brilliant. You walk in here and get a mic on in front of you, and all of a sudden the same thing is, and the guy did the thing. The guy did the thing.
Well, but I wrote everything we talked about in the office.
Oh, you did?
Madonna premiere, Michael Moore book Making You Smarter, AIDS versus bird flu, Saddam Hussein trial, Hurricane Wilma, home invasions, and some dude touching Patrice's chicken, and now he's a little worried. See, I got it all ready to go.
See, you didn't even get that part of the story.
Touching
with the
Patrice's
chicken. It wasn't the fact that he touched the chicken that got Patrice all skeeved out. It was the fact that he touched Patrice's chicken, the raw chicken, put it in a bag,
right,
and then grabbed his other stuff with the same hand that now has chicken juice on it. Yeah. Which can give you salmonella.
Oh, okay.
And then puts that. What was your other item
it
that
was,
he touched?
It was like macaroni salad in the
little
cup.
In the cup. So now you're going to grab the cup, and it's going to be on your hands.
That's what I'm saying.
And now you got the salmonella.
These guys do this thing every day, and people aren't dropping from the salmonella, so... Plus the fact that you go to Brazil and eat hooker ass.
Yeah. I don't eat hooker ass, dude.
You used to eat hooker ass, but you're worried about a butcher touching stuff after he touched your chicken.
This is something that Norton like spreads. It's like he wants everybody to be as pieces of crap as he is.
Yeah.
I go there with toys. You saw my toys.
Yeah.
I go there because I know how evil I am. So I go there with safe stuff, with glass toys.
Yeah.
And I don't engage in third world booty hole, man. I don't have a death wish. I take high blood pressure medicine. I don't want to die.
All right, so now you got a legitimate concern. I thought you were, licking hooker ass. And,
no, man.
A guy that licks hooker ass shouldn't worry about what the butcher's touching.
It's a salmonella, man. Chicken has salmonella.
It does. Raw chicken.
Some things scare you.
Yeah.
Like that should, guns might not scare you, but you know, E. coli or
raw chicken, things like that, undercooked pork.
See, I don't mind undercooked pork.
Really? That's trichinosis that gives you, though.
Trichinosis, schnickinosis.
I'll tell you the bad one: linguine in red clam sauce.
Well, what'll that do?
Well, if you were around my apartment Saturday morning, I would show you.
Oh no!
Oh, you had food poisoning?
Oh my God! I was just showering from my ass. I was just my.
Oh, you didn't throw up though.
No,
so that's not food poisoning.
It was just a salad shooter coming from my butt.
I love one of those. I don't mind. I don't mind that because sometimes I get stopped up, so it's like. Oh, I don't mind that.
It cleans it out.
Yeah, sometimes I like a little food poisoning.
No.
Yeah, you know what?
My movements.
You know what? You're very accurate. You feel so much lighter after the fact.
Get it all out, man.
It's a quick 6 hours of hell, and then you're like, whoa, I feel a little lighter.
Colonic, natural colonic.
Thank you. No. Just keep it regular.
All right, so the butcher thing. Now I'm with you, I guess.
Yeah, I just I wasn't dangerous. I don't even think Norton was dangerous out there, man. He didn't. No one did anything dangerous.
He said he had sex with one of these girls without a rubber. That to me seems a little dangerous.
That is dangerous.
It sounds, great on the outside because who wants to use a rubber when you're having sex? Nobody.
Yeah, that's my thing doesn't work with one now.
No.
It's just when I put it on, it's like strangling it. It's just dead.
Just choking the life out of it.
Like, you know what I do when it's hard and I go, oh, it's hard now. So I try to just roll the condom on and just start until and then it just.
No.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I got
that. It's just.
I I got that noise for you.
That's it. That is the sound of your dick just getting soft.
That's why I don't cheat. I don't cheat on my girl. Not because I'm not a bad person. It's just
you can't put the condom on.
I can't, and
you don't want to not use one.
She caught me when I was with all this medicine, making my balls useless.
Oh God.
So it's like I gotta be connected now.
Those things are awful.
There you go. And then the home invasion thing too.
Yeah, this has just got me now in a tizzy.
We got to explain this for the rest of the
Patrice goes,
white people escape from reality. There you go.
We got to explain this for the rest of the country.
He's making fun of me.
But I think the rest of the country could kind of understand this.
Yeah.
A lot of people move away from the cities to the suburbs because they feel like they're safer.
Yeah, you move to a place that you think is a safe place. I moved to the North Shore of Nassau County. Now, this is an area that is pretty wealthy, Jewish, a lot of Jews in the area, a lot of rich Indians that are doctors, you know. They live up there.
The book, The Great Gatsby.
The Great Gatsby. Yeah, it was set up there. A lot of these things. Teddy Roosevelt's house, you know, North Shore, Long Island. Very nice area to live in. So I figure, hey, I'm going to finally move on up. Like George Jefferson, I'm moving on up. I'm going to live there and not have to worry so much. I lived in Brooklyn for a while, and not, you know, I didn't live in Flatbush or nothing. I lived in Bay Ridge.
Nothing ever happened to you, did it?
No, it did. It was just, because it's fucking Brooklyn. My car was getting keyed. Come out one day, and my girlfriend's Jeep had, you know, the window smashed out, and the spare tire's gone. And
property damage.
Yeah, and very minor theft.
But look what's happening in Long Island. This is the thing, and it's all because there's only one or two cops because there's no need to have a police force.
Exactly, and now the guy, the executive in Nassau County, is in all kinds of deep shit because he wants to cut the cops even more during this time when now we need a shitload of cops. Yeah. I want cops I want Nassau County cops. And when you drive through Nassau County, you really don't see that many Nassau County cops. You see some Nassau County Highway Patrol cops, like the guys out on the expressway and parkways and shit, waiting there to pull you over to give you a ticket for speeding. But I want them cruising through those neighborhoods. I want them peeking around, looking.
Because there's no crime there. They don't have the patrol.
But there is crime now.
Now it is. That's the smart thing to do.
And that's not a moneymaker to be cruising, you know, up and down the street.
No, that's not making the revenue. It's out on the highway.
Yeah, you got to hide in a bush. That's
getting the speeding
how you make
ticket.
the money.
Well, apparently now it's easy pickings. That's what Nassau County is now. They found it. It's easy pickings.
Well, this has been going on for about a week to 10 days, right?
Yeah.
Now?
No, this is the past year they've had unprecedented numbers of home invasion robberies.
And home invasion, let me tell you, that's again with my law understanding.
Yeah.
Home invasion is high. It's right under murder.
It really is a violent, nasty thing.
Home invasion, coming in somebody's house when they're home, turns it into something where they might as well kill you.
Yeah.
Why leave you alive if they're going to invade your home while
they might.
If you're home?
It's just a horrifying thing to think to have happened. Now, a lot of these people, a majority of the break-ins, if not all of them, are through some type of open door. These stupid motherfuckers in Nassau County have been living like they think
they still think
that they could sleep, with their door unlocked. That's their safety. Look, I can do this. I don't have to lock my door, so it makes me feel like I live in a safe place. Lock your doors, assholes. Batten down the hatches, I say.
But why would you do that? Like, you know, you move. What's the point of moving from Brooklyn to go live the same way in Nassau? You know what I'm saying? Like, you went to leave to be safe and feel what it feels like to sleep with your doors open, hear crickets.
Yeah.
You know.
Because people like that. It's either doors or windows. What people like doing in the suburbs is sleeping without the air conditioner on. You open up that window, and you hear, the birds or the crickets. You feel like, ooh, that was a nice breeze. You're smelling outside. That's what you want. That's why you moved there. And now, a member of the Latin Kings, or the M18 or whatever they're called, my most horrifying one yet. They are identifying the gangs. There's three
gangs that are doing the home invasion.
Is it M18, I think?
Oh, there's gangs that are doing the home invasion.
Oh, yeah.
These gangs. The Latin Kings, which are huge out in, like, Brentwood, in Suffolk County, Long Island, out in that area, they're blowing up out there. They're
Are they
huge.
tying up the people? Or?
Yeah, they tie them up with the phone cords. They rip the phone cords out. They tie them up.
Who has phone cords?
I know. You're cordless. You better have a phone cord. Those motherfuckers. I'd be like, oh, I don't have phone cords. They're going to kill me. They can't tie me up. They rip it out.
Are you going to install an old-fashioned?
I'm going to have an old-fashioned
with a phone cord.
One of those old, big, heavy Black Bell telephones. And they tie you up, blindfold you. There are kids in a lot of these cases, and they take the kids and they make them lay down on the floor and put pillows over their heads and tell them to stay there.
Good God Almighty.
And then they ransack the place. They get the jewelry, computer equipment, and load it into a waiting car, and then they drive off. Leave the people there horrified.
Well, at least they're not killing them.
Yet.
Oops.
So the last case, they go in. This woman comes out of her bedroom, and they kind of rough her up a little, send her back. Then the husband comes out. He's wearing an NYPD shirt, but he's not a cop. So they go bullshit on this guy. Where's the motherfucking gun? Where's the fucking gun, motherfucker?
Oh, so they thought he was a cop.
Yeah, they thought he was a cop because he's got the NYPD shirt on.
And he's just like, I'm a tourist
He's
or
just,
whatever.
They're for sale everywhere, Pally.
Why did they ever agree to sell NYPD
I know.
shirts and hats and stuff?
Unless you're a cop, don't wear that shit.
I've been in situations where I'm a little scared, but then you see a guy in like one of those shirts or a hat, and you're like, oh, all right.
Great.
And then you realize
Works at the deli.
You realize half these guys are just out-of-towners that just bought the damn
They
thing.
bought it.
Before they go back to Iowa.
It was right under the fucking I Love New York shirt in his drawer, and he pulled that one out.
I feel a little fear, but then I see like a guy with an FBI shirt on. I'm like, oh, all right.
Yeah.
He'll know what to do.
He's got it under control.
No, he's just some plumber from fucking Indiana.
You look. Anthony kind of looks like he lives in a decent neighborhood, evidently.
Yeah.
You look like a mob union representative. Like you look like somebody like let's not get into any problems.
Like it should
with
be some trouble if something.
You just look like trouble, man. You do.
The Sicilian in me.
You do look like trouble. But you like the city, though, right? Oh.
Yeah, I really do.
Opie likes the city.
Eventually, I'll move back out to the suburbs, get a house and stuff.
But white people moving back into the city.
Yeah, I really do enjoy the city now, finally. I don't like the homeless guy, showering outside my window every night. But besides that, yeah, it's good.
Oh, that was it, the third gang. The fat guys.
The fat guys.
The fat guys out of Manhattan are breaking in now.
And I blame TV. Once again, I blame the news. You made a great point in the office. Because just before we went on the air, there's a new home invasion. Not the one you're going to read about in the paper today, a new one that they just discovered.
They had a live shot from Long Island, Newcastle, and they showed a bicycle in a driveway from like a helicopter shot and said an attempted home invasion here. And the guy just, I guess, they thwarted it, the homeowners, and he left his bike and ran, took off on foot. But another attempt, and I think it's these copycats is what's happening. They make it look easy.
Yeah, the news is showing you, wow, look how easy this is.
It's easy picking, so now these gangs go, all right, let's get a couple of guys together. We'll go out, we'll break in, and, take money. There's money to be money for the taking at these places.
It's the fat guys, right?
The fat guys out of Manhattan.
Nice.
I'm a little scared of them, the Latin Kings, M18, and now, I was reading the paper, the locks at Home Depot, they showed this woman buying a big lock.
Look at this woman.
Look at her.
Look at her. That's gonna protect you from the fat guys.
Here's what you got to do.
What a bunch of dummies! People are lining up at the Home Depots to get the real expensive locks.
The locks.
Yeah, that's gonna stop people.
Here's what you got to do, people of Nassau County.
Guns.
Guns. Today, when I leave this station, I am going right to the gun store and getting myself a shotgun. All of a sudden, the rapier.
You're gonna sleep with it?
I'm not feeling. It's going to be right there next to my bed.
You really
there.
And you've had like some training in picking up guns and just.
He knows how to use a gun. I'm really good with guns. Oh,
He's
my
good.
God.
I mean, and not in terms of shooting, but in terms of like hear a noise and.
No, I'm not like crazy.
Quick draw.
No,
like
not
when the Puerto Rican comes in with the pistol to your head, it's like that gun is now his property. He robbed a cop, or which he thought he was a cop. So don't do it. Don't get a gun and get killed.
Patrice,
I sleep.
He's just upgrading because right now he's protecting himself with a rapier.
I have a rapier, which is a sword. That is my Look at his face. Look at his face. That is my home defense right now.
I can't believe what a white guy you are.
I
Anthony,
have a sword.
He has a rapier
God.
with a protection for his knuckles.
The M18 and the MS-13.
Yeah.
relatively new to New York. They're formed refugees from Salvadorian Civil War. They began arriving 20 years ago. Other games like Vatos Locos, Trevisos, and Vagos are even newer. Born as recently arrived Mexicans responded to harassment from older gangs such as the Bloods, Latin Kings, and Nietas. With time, the immigrant street corner crews have grown larger, more numerous, and more violent.
Where are they at?
They're out on Long Island.
They're everywhere.
Dude, they're out on Long Island, these guys. The Latin Kings are huge out on Long Island.
But they can't just
Look at this. Here it is. Home invasion. Oh, look at... Oh, what am I going to...
They have to stake you out or something. Like, they can't... Because just a mild-mannered, like, Mexican walking around without, like... being escorted somewhere is a suspect. It's like there's a Mexican in my area, so they're gonna call the cops anyway without that.
Here's their MO: they drive around these nice neighborhoods that are relatively close to the expressway or the parkway, and they cruise around slow at 3 a.m. And when they see a likely yard, something maybe that isn't seen from the street, not well lit, something like that, they'll check the doors, they'll check the garage. They'll try to get in through an opening like that. If they can't, then move on. Try to find another one. If they can, you're fucked. They're coming in your fucking house. I sleep with my... See, now you two said he's getting the shotgun and everything. When I sleep, the bedroom door has a lock on it. That motherfucker's locked.
You got a panic room?
I have the panic room bedroom. So if someone breaks into the house, they're going to then have to break into my bedroom. I'll hear something outside. That's when I pick up and level the shotgun.
Through your wooden doors?
Through my wooden doors.
Through your wooden panic room door.
Fucking Jodie Foster.
There is yet to be a home invasion where they have hacked through my doors.
4 locks and an iron door.
Is that what you got?
Absolutely. That's why I always live in apartments, man. I don't like creepy houses. I don't like... When I drive through Connecticut, it scares me more.
See, I don't like the apartments.
The worst part of Brooklyn.
There's nothing worse than that creaky echo sound of the stairwell fucking iron door that just waiting to be robbed or raped in an apartment building.
Man.
Oh, the elevator don't work.
But look, wait a minute,
Hey, motherfucker. Oh, no. Oh, no.
But now you're scared. You're more scared than when you lived in Brooklyn.
You're right.
Because of the illusion of safety.
Yeah.
At least like an iron door. Put it this way. You're safe in your house when you have an iron door and all the creaking stairs and the whatever else.
You're true.
I mean, you know what I mean?
I believe it.
And there's always somebody around in New York. Always somebody around somewhere.
A lot of people are calling in saying buy a gun and fire away.
Shotgun.
This is just...
I am purchasing the Mossberg.
This is what white people do.
Exactly. This is just a setup to be able to murder young, scared...
Enterprising.
They were afraid of other gangs.
Right, and had to
leave.
leave.
This is just protection for them.
And they need a little revenue. You know what, though? This is what will happen. If some guy breaks in or a gang breaks in, one guy gets killed in someone's living room, you know, a homeowner with a shotgun, boom, he's dead. That'll cut back on this. Because then it'll be like, all right, it was easy pickings. They're starting to fight back.
That's right.
Let's move somewhere
We're
else.
going to have to take one out, Patrice. I'm sorry.
Yeah. One's got to go.
We're going to have to take one out.
One has got to go.
This is more non-understanding of violence by the white man.
We're going to have to take one out.
It's got to escalate.
As violent as you people are, you just don't understand that all this is
We're violent.
That's what I'm saying. These kids are not afraid of some white dude who goes by a pistol.
The M18 doesn't like freedom. We got to fight him.
It's MS-13.
MS-13. No, and M18.
Oh, okay.
There's two.
A bunch of people are screaming on the phones. It's MS-13.
I'm looking here. Gangs like M18 and MS-13.
It is the MS-13. They calling.
Yeah. Oh,
we the MS-13, fool.
Yeah.
Fool-ass, mark-ass nigga.
I'm sure there's some curled up fingers right now trying to represent that. Hey, home.
Hey, home.
Hey, vato.
Vato.
Wearing those flannels with only the top button buttoned. The collar.
Who's this Anthony Vato?
Hey, 2-1. 2-1.
Let's say hi to Jeff in Connecticut. Jeff?
Guys, good morning. How are you?
Morning.
Hey,
We're having a good time with Patrice O'Neill.
Excellent. Hey, listen, the one thing that nobody ever realizes is that when you dial 911, the police are never obligated to protect you as an individual. They're obligated to protect society as a whole. So buy a gun, stock up, and when you drop one, you're exactly right. The crime is going to drop. You look at places like Vermont, and what's the crime where they can carry guns anywhere? Zero. Nothing. So go for it.
There you go.
I don't agree with that.
There you go.
People say if you shoot one of these guys, then the whole gang comes back for you.
I just don't.
Proven.
It's
Time and time again, it's proven that crime drops with an increase in gun ownership.
That's true.
People are afraid. Documented.
That's true.
It's just more conspiracy to kill the black and Puerto Rican.
Is that it?
It just is.
Well,
white
why
people
aren't there self-respecting white guys, Robin?
To shoot somebody, man. I live around murderers and stuff. You just mind your business. We
can't have them coming in our homes, Patrice.
Just one home. This is what's killing. Well, how many homes got invaded?
I think
up to
25.
That's
25, really?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
I was going to say 4 or 5.
No, it's 25, man, and they're just operating. But the problem
shoot
is,
these Mexicans.
they're all in my area.
Yeah, just stay.
I don't
stay
like
out of
that.
our neighborhoods.
Stay out of my goddamn neighborhood. And then they have
We're staying out of your neighborhood. We don't.
No,
go
you're
up
not.
to...
You go there to buy some drugs.
Hell no.
drugs.
Or pretend you're an undercover cop. It's nothing. That's what. You're safe in our neighborhood. That's where you should move. Where black people are. Nothing will happen to you.
Yeah.
Nothing. Black people just don't bother white people.
I wouldn't.
Ever.
You know what though? I wouldn't be able to drive anywhere. The second I hop in my car and drive, I'd be pulled over. What are you doing here? What are you doing in this neighborhood? I love watching cops. I love when the white guys are driving in a little Toyota or something, and the cops pull them over. Where were you coming from? Oh, a friend. I have a friend that lives. You got no friend over here. What were you doing? What were you doing? No, I was dropping off something for. They never have the story because they were buying drugs, and they always get it out of them too. The cops. What, you were buying drugs? Like, well, yeah, I was. You're gonna get yourself killed. Stay out of this neighborhood. Always some dopey white guy trying to buy dope from the black guys.
All right, well there you go. That's
get killed.
That's an ongoing story. And
I'm trading in my rapier. I'm upgrading. It's almost like one of my favorite games, Age of Empires, Opie, where now I've reached a level where I have to now upgrade my forces, and I'm upgrading to the firearm age.
Nice.
I'm trading in the sword.
Nice.
And the cavalrymen for some musketeers.
I'm going to feel bad for you when you have to deal with the guilt of actually killing a human being, man.
You know something? There would be no guilt whatsoever.
You don't think so?
Not if some motherfucker broke into my house. If I killed someone accidentally, driving, something like that, it would be the most guilt. The rest of my life would be spent guilt-ridden. Some motherfucker breaks into my house, I would hope to get him in the kneecaps so I could just fuck with him a little bit. So I could I would hire people to play out the Pulp Fiction scene with the fucking rapist guy in the basement on the guy just out of pleasure that this motherfucker was trying, probably laughing with his buddies with the last one that he got away with. Like, all that shit plays out in my head.
Yeah, Anthony.
That he's really laughing.
You have dreams of being, like, a vigilante.
Oh, I would love it.
Oh, yeah. He's just waiting for the day he can kill somebody.
Like,
Dead's dead.
That's right.
Dead's
and
dead.
saying a catchphrase like, you broke into the wrong L.I. crib, baby.
Yeah, we need to come up with Anthony's catchphrase today.
Anthony's catchphrase.
What's my catchphrase when I shoot this motherfucker?
That's your job today as a listener of this program.
You just
Anthony's
went,
catchphrase.
I shot him, and he went, oh. Hey. Oh, yeah, baby.
I got some stats here. In Suffolk County, there have been 17 home invasions this year. Nassau has had at least 29 cases since December.
29.
Since December.
Great. We're working on 30.
That's a lot. That is. Why is that not news?
It is news now.
They're just starting now, and it's because no one's done anything. The police presence hasn't been stepped up. The people are it's like sheep. They're like sheep. This one woman, they just found that dead body of that girl.
Oh, yeah.
That woman
Sands Point?
in Sands Point, which is like hoity-toity exclusive
That is
area.
the Great Gatsby.
That is the Great Gatsby house is right up there. They find her dead, and they're talking to the homeowners, and she goes, I can't believe this happened here. This is such a nice neighborhood. We all, during the day, our doors are unlocked. Yeah, fucking advertise, asshole. Get on the news and tell people your doors are unlocked every day.
They're unlocked in Canada, evidently, you know.
Yeah, evidently. I saw that with Michael Moore walked around and was able to open people's houses.
We're going to get into the Michael Moore thing after the break.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother half hour, man. Me and Patrice were on the same page with that.
Biscuit eater.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, you need to not worry about one of those Mossbergs. You need a Remington 1100.
Really? Remington 1100? Why?
Yeah, that's an automatic. You don't want to be sitting there trying to pump off shots. You need an automatic, you know.
I can't be jamming, though. I can't have any fucking automatic shotgun jams.
No,
I take out a kneecap. I don't want fucking shell lodged in there.
Nah, it's a Cadillac, man. Go with the Remington.
The Cadillac of shotguns?
You know what? I tell you, one of your callers will call and tell you the perfect gun for killing a Mexican. You know what? The Beaner 4000, that'll knock his head.
I need the Punisher.
He picked a perfect day to be here.
Oh,
because
yeah.
if it was Bill Burr, it'd be just a bunch of white guys talking like this is normal shit. But you're gonna show us the other side.
Patrice has the other side of it. Why are you getting a shotgun? Just let him come in and take some shit, tie up with a phone cord.
They're kind of short, right? So sometimes you miss. If you get big holes in your gun, it'll miss those little sons of bitches. So you gotta get them little holes.
Mexicans is short. What you need?
See, they got an extra of jugular vein in their shoulder nobody know about. We cut one open the other day like a frog. Found they got 6 jugular veins, one in the knee.
Let's say hi to Kevin. Hey, Kevin.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
Hey, man.
Hey, I tell you what, don't go to an automatic. Stick with a pump, because when you rack that shell up in there, it's going to make them shit.
Exactly. I enjoy the pump shotgun. They're more dependable than an automatic.
More dramatic.
And more dramatic. I love that sound.
Movie drama.
I love the sound. Sometimes you rack that motherfucker up, the people go running.
Why don't you get a 30-30?
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe a 50 cal. Yeah. Oh, a lever action.
Lever. Why don't you get
I'm gonna give me a Winchester.
a Buffalo Bill one?
A 6-shooter that I could fan with my hand.
Hey, should we do
Pew, pew, pew.
you guys want to do shootouts today?
Take that, partner.
Let's do shootouts today.
Oh, people with their guns?
Yeah, you guys, if you want to shoot off guns today on the show, give us a call.
This is mostly for
Patrice,
our Midwest listeners, not our city listeners.
Patrice is in shock.
Yeah.
I'm dead serious, man.
That's not fair.
The last time we did this, you should have heard the artillery.
Oh my
Oh,
God!
we had some heavy
All
artillery.
in Wisconsin,
that-
where
yeah,
they're
yeah.
getting ready
That
for
came
some
out of the
war.
woodwork.
The militia.
Why
The
don't you call
militia.
them? Call them.
I could join. Is there a Long Island militia? Is there a Nassau County militia? They're holding a luncheon this Friday, the Nassau militia.
Pay for some of these guys from Wisconsin who's practicing for the end of the world and fly
Come
them
over here. Let them bivouac in my backyard with some tents.
Look how excited we are today.
I am so excited about getting a gun and the potential of one of these guys breaking in and me offing them.
Someone is asking, why not a dog, Anthony? Why not a
Ah,
dog?
dogs. First of all, the last home invasion, the people were initially alerted by the dog, but the dog did nothing. The dog barked. The woman got up and was accosted.
But see, these people are planning this great because the area you live in, they know everybody has the little sissy dogs,
Right. Yeah.
and no one's gonna allow somebody to walk around with a Rottweiler.
Nope.
It'll be like neighborhood. Pressure to say, hey, no pit bulls, no Rottweiler. Any dogs that have a use for that situation, they're not going to have it.
My neighborhood is the watering hole with the zebras around it and the elk and they're just sitting there, and the tigers and lions and everything are just looking, going, this is some of the easiest shit we're ever going to get. And something's got to be done. You're right. The dogs that I see being walked around the neighborhood are Bichon Frisés and little Yorkshire Terriers.
It'll be more police that if your Rottweiler attacks a poodle in your neighborhood, it'll be more police than this home invasion.
Yeah.
And if they, like you said, there's some rich Indians and stuff. Let's be honest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How many white people get home invaded? These guys are genius, man.
Yeah, they're very smart.
They're robbing Indians.
They know exactly where to go. Yeah, but they don't know. What do they sniff for curry first?
I bet you they're staking out, man.
All right, here we go.
You think they're doing a little stakeout first?
We got a guy that his house was broken into. Ed, Illinois, actually. I thought it was L.I. Ed, what's up?
Hey, guys. Great show. Yeah, I drive a truck, and I got an assortment of guns, and the shotgun, especially the pump, is the best. I was out on the road. My brother's home lives with me. He's about 27 at the time. no offense to your guest there, two, I guess what you guys would call swoogies broke in there. And my brother was arguing with him, and he had a ball bat in his hand, and he was getting nowhere. My wife came out of the bedroom with shotgun.
I'm sorry to cut you off. Is the new word for nigga schmoogies out there?
Schwoogie. It's a Boston Jewish term.
We have been using the word schwoogie for many years, Patrice.
Behind our back?
And yes, you are one.
Could you keep us updated? The last one I heard was moon cricket, but could you please keep us updated?
You didn't get the mailer?
I didn't get schwoogies. You know, I need a new white. Cracker's getting old.
Cracker's old.
Listen to this. The old listeners, they get sick of us telling the stories over and over again, but we got to tell Patrice where schwoogie came from.
It was Brucey Mittman.
Brucey Mittman, our responsible general manager when we were up in Boston.
Jewish guy.
Jewish guy.
Jewish
tiny.
guy.
He had to be like 5'3".
Drove a Suburban. He almost needed a fucking stepladder to get into. This guy was so short and so like he knew he was short and he had to do something about it. So he got the biggest vehicle that rolled off an assembly line.
Napoleon.
At the time. Yeah. Napoleon complex.
Definitely.
And we had raised some money.
Well, we got in a lot of trouble.
Yeah,
for something. At this point, I don't even know what we got.
I don't know what it was, but we had done something where we had a charity thing attached to our CD that we put out. It was a charity for. What was it?
I got it right there.
It was the only people that would take our money. We tried the Jimmy Fund first. That's where we started. The money for cancer kids. They wouldn't take our money. They did not want Opie and Anthony. They would rather a kid die of cancer than accept money from the sleaze bags that are Opie and Anthony.
So we were trying to do a good thing because we didn't really make money off this thing.
So we tried breast cancer. We tried this. Diseases, cancer. More respected than Opie and Anthony.
A lot of diseases said no to Opie and Anthony.
So finally,
we don't need your help.
Finally, who came on board?
Well, I'm trying to find the credit now. Hold on a minute. Where the heck is it? On the back, maybe? Okay.
Can I see that picture?
No, because I know what that's gonna.
There's some good pictures on there.
Hold on. Where the heck is the charity?
Schwoogies.
Schwoogies, yeah.
Yeah.
Black people, we really need to come up with some new. All I know is cracker and hunky.
Pat from Wanaki saying my catchphrase should be "Don't fuck with a fancy man." Very fancy. Or.
Okay.
You've been owned. As I finish casting, feel the cold steel of my rapier. No, sir, I will be using a shotgun.
The charity that finally said yes to us was...
Come on.
The New England Shelter for Homeless Veterans.
New England Shelter for Homeless Veterans.
Took your money.
They were the ones that finally decided to take our money.
Can't you just send money?
No, because there was a big presentation that they
had
to be involved with.
Support it.
Right. So we obviously were working. So our boss wanted a little good press. He went down to deliver the big giant check. You know the big giant check?
Yeah, the lottery check.
The big giant
really
check.
Really huge. It's like, what, 6 feet across or whatever?
And so he had to deliver, and there was a bunch of black guys that he was giving the check to. I guess they were minority, homeless veteran thing.
And he actually was using this to get us out of trouble because we got into some racial shit with another radio station. Now I now remember. So we got real ugly with a few people and caused a stir up in Boston. So
we snapped some pictures of him handing over the check. And
right.
everything.
So, but as he's leaving to hand in this huge check to the Schwoogies, he comes in as we're doing our afternoon broadcast, all pissed off, going, because of you guys, instead of playing golf, I got to deliver this check to the Schwoogies.
And that's where you heard.
That was the first time I've ever heard it.
But it existed before he said it.
I guess in the Jewish community, that's like
but this guy's like Schwoogie.
Schwoogie? You know the Schwoogie? Yeah, how did it spread out to the Midwest?
Ain't that something how it's like racism really is like the internet. It's like
it is.
But
no,
where are the new white? How come there are no white terms? We need a new one.
You employed guy. What are you going to call him?
Really?
You homeowner.
You responsible father.
We need to mix up. What's Schwoogie mixed with? Swatzer and and Oodleys.
I don't even know where it comes from. Yeah, I have no clue where that would come from. what the root word is, origin.
But our general manager, who's all pissed off at us because of our racial shit that we got into, comes walking in after giving us a scolding saying he's not going to be able to play golf that day because he's got to deliver the check to the Schwoogies.
I cannot believe
And then
that,
he was
man.
in the local paper smiling all big with all the black guys around him with the big check.
Unbelievable. White people never cease to amaze me, man. I'm trying not to be racist, and it's just like, thank you, Mr. Schwoogie.
All right, we should take our...
Good luck, bro. There's a catchphrase they're saying I should have.
Good luck, bro.
In a thunderous voice. Headshot. They're really getting the video gaming because they know I'm into the first-person shooter video games. They're really kind of getting that into it. My catchphrase should be, sir, you're banned. Because now I ban people from the instant feedback when they're nasty. Nothing really hit me, though. I kind of like...
Yeah, we'll get.
I need a good catchphrase.
We'll get a good catchphrase for Anthony today. Oh, you looked up the word Schwoogie?
It's in.
Schwoogie, a member of the African American race.
It's a definition in where?
Urban Dictionary. But then the second meaning, it says Schwoogie refers to the Opie and Anthony show.
Really?
Was what their old boss Brucey at radio station WAF in Boston would call black people.
Oh, we were responsible for spreading this word?
I guess we were the ones that...
effing fault.
I guess we technically invented the term.
I think Bruce made it up. Brucey made it up. And then we just, through the power of radio, have spread it nationwide.
And then it's used in a sentence. Boys, did you see that Schwoogie stealing that car?
Someone said it's a Yiddish word for shadow.
Oh.
All right, whatever. So, let's say hi. One more call before we go to break. Tim on Long Island. Tim?
Yeah, what's up, man? I'm laying in bed last night. I'm watching this fucking pathetic show, Dog the Bounty Hunter. You ever see that shit?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Anyway, I'm fucking hearing noises all over my house. I'm up all fucking night with one hand on my shotgun, the other one on my clicker. I didn't get any fucking sleep last night waiting for one of these maniacs to break in my house.
Yeah, now every noise you hear outside. I got a fucking raccoon that fucks with the garbage behind the house, and it just scares the piss out of me. You hear something, like, rattle around and go, oh, here it comes. It's going down. And there I go. There I go to my sliding glass door around back with the rapier sword in my hand.
Like, it's hilarious how, like, I'm deathly afraid of white guys like that guy that just called it. Like, it's just, those white guys seem to be the most dangerous people I've ever, you know, these fucking guys where I fucking there. And I thought that was Long Island. I didn't think Long Island was full of, like, citizens who really, like, you know, should be nervous. I thought it was just a bunch of Italians and like, that fucking guy with the thingy-majiggy.
Certain areas.
Nervous, because if I see you in my neighborhood...
Jesus, listen to that.
I'm on the radio trying to entertain this guy. How fucking
you come into my fucking neighborhood, huh?
You better fucking book Billy Burr, you mother... guy, pull your eyeball and shit. You
better leave my neighborhood and go to Howard Beach. They'll fucking treat you better, motherfucker.
All right, let's take our first break. We got Rich Voss, who's going to join the program as well today.
Rich.
Patrice O'Neill in studio. As we go to break, something from our Demented World CD. What the hell?
Wow.
We'll do that today. Check this out. Yeah. We're back with the Opie and Anthony program. It's Whip 'em Out Wednesday. Get the WOW stickers on your car. I'm telling you, you got to be in it to see the boobs as you're driving around.
That's not quite a good slogan there that you just spit out.
I know.
You got to be in it to see some boobs.
I was going to say, you got to be in it to win it.
That's taken by the lotto.
I understand that. But you are winning. If you're driving around, you got the WOW in the back of your truck or car,
yeah,
and all of a sudden a girl flashes you, you're definitely a winner. You're definitely a winner. And then I hear from some of the guys, they get all bitchy because, you know, the set wasn't that good. Even a bad set of boobies is good in my eyes, right?
Yeah.
For the most part?
Exactly. You want to see them good, bad, doesn't matter.
Catchphrases for Anthony.
Oh, my God.
Pat from Menaki. How do you like them apples?
That doesn't sound very strong.
All right, we're trying them out here.
I don't like that one.
Stephen S. from Bayshore. Ant, yell out, you damn dirty ape.
Oh, Jesus.
Then
Patrice comes running in.
Oh, boss.
Jeff from whackbag.com. I think this is the leader right now.
Yeah.
Tell Groucho Anthony says hello.
The Groucho reference.
Alan from Philly. His catchphrase is Pacino plus Anthony plus Samuel L. Jackson, and it is, say hello to Mr. Wizard, motherfucker.
Ugh. Did I write that?
And Mike from Winchester, Virginia. Ant's new phrase, you lose. Good day, sir.
I like that one. Elmo, your brother checking in.
Uh-oh.
Says, Ant's catchphrase, Sir, freeze. My finger's on the trigger. Culprit replies, huh? I'm confused. Your what's on the trigger? Goofing on the fact that I say finger differently than other people. Bastards. And then Hooligan from Whackbag, my catchphrase, I've spent over 40 years of my life not allowing a black man into my house. I'm not going to start now.
Look at it. It's hilarious. It always comes back to black people.
Of course it does.
It could be about Chinese gangs. Watch out, Negro.
Yeah, right. They said it was Mexicans and El Salvadorians.
Not one black person involved. They want to shoot black people so bad.
I think the fat guys out of Manhattan, though. That might be a black gang. But I'm not sure.
The fat guy? No.
The fat guys?
Black guys just don't.
They ain't
do
the fat guys?
No.
Fat guys?
We know too much about law to
know that you
like
don't
all
do
they're
that.
gonna do is send these guys back to
Guatemala.
Yeah, Squigglevania, Swoogieville, and it's like black people want to stay, so we know the crimes to commit.
Right.
You know what I mean? If we could figure out a better hustle than drugs, black people wouldn't sell drugs, man.
Yeah.
You don't want to go to jail and want to be dead. But these people going back to the third world, man. Definitely.
Yeah.
That's all that's gonna happen to them.
All right, let's go to Dave on Long Island. Go ahead, Dave. You got a catchphrase for Anthony?
Yeah, how about, excuse me, sir, please prepare to be corrected.
Ah.
Punching out.
You have been corrected.
And he wanted out fast.
I don't know if I could trill, though.
I like that, though.
Roll the R like that with a shotgun in my hand. I might be
too
a little
nervous.
I might be shaking. You've correctly did. What? I would be a shaky mess. You think you'd be the guy, like, racking another round. You want a little more? You know, you'd be, Dick, call the police! Your 911 call, you want it to be this.
Yeah, cops. Send over a couple of guys, and you better send a body bag. I'm feeling a little pissed.
You know, and then meanwhile, it's...
Send the car! Sir, I shot him, he's bleeding!
Sir, calm down, sir.
He's bleeding all over, send the car!
Sir, calm down, sir.
I'm trying to be cautious.
Sir, what's going on, sir?
Oh my God, someone broke in!
Sir, broken where? Sir, broken where? Sir, please, sir, where are you calling from, sir? Where are you calling? Sir, all I understood was Swoogie. Please, sir.
That's how they all go out. Let's say hi. You got
Yeah, send a couple of your boys over here and pick up this mess. I don't know, you might want to leave the police at home. Just send the garbage men. I'll put the trash out back.
Yeah, you want to be that cool guy and you're...
Went off the gun thing! That was his crime!
Fucking ass.
Let's say hi to Eric. Eric, he has a shotgun for you, Anthony.
All right.
Eric.
Good morning, boys.
Hi.
Morning, Eric.
Anthony, I got a shotgun I'll work you a really smoking deal on.
All right, what is it?
It's a Mossberg pump.
Mm-hmm.
It's got the extended magazine on it, so it holds 7 shots instead of the normal 5.
Yeah.
It's got a pistol grip front,
Oh, I like that.
pistol grip rear with collapsible stock.
Folding stock.
In
I'm
video games, they always hold 8.
Yeah, right?
It's got a.
You're right.
It's got the, it might be an 8-shot. I don't remember. It's sitting in my closet, and I haven't touched it in about 6 or 7 years.
Jeez, where do you live?
Yeah.
Paradise?
No, actually, I live in Colorado, and I've got several handguns that I would prefer to use.
Yeah, so would I.
Eric, hurry up, Eric, because we got a guy that wants to do a shootout. I don't want to lose him.
All right, it's got the barrel cover, and it's also got the mount for either a flashlight or a laser sight.
All right, sir, email Steve at foundrymusic.com, and he will get back to me.
All right.
I'm serious.
Okay, yeah, I will. I'll send you a picture of it when I get home tonight.
Thank you,
Thanks,
sir.
Eric. That's cool. Anthony's buying an illegal gun.
Why not?
Live on the show. That's smart.
You're able to buy guns like that.
I know.
Yeah.
Scott, New
not
York.
handguns.
Yes. Good morning, boys. Good morning, Patrice.
Good morning.
And Rich Voss joining the program.
Oh, and Rich. Good morning, Rich.
What's happening?
Nothing. You boys wanted a little shootout this morning.
Yeah, where are you?
It's beautiful, sunny Cortland, New York.
Cortland, New York.
Okay.
Yes.
And what are you toting?
Well, we got the whole myriad, starting out light with the 22 and then working you all the way up to the 12 gauge.
22 is like a cap gun, my friend.
Well, let's start with that though, just so we have a reference point.
All right.
What are you shooting at?
You can hear everything all right. So, you ready?
Yeah.
What are you shooting at?
Just a target.
Picture of a rabbi.
Why don't you just shoot it straight? Why don't you just take a chance, shoot it straight up in the air?
No!
Why not?
You could hit somebody.
For miles.
Just shoot at a tree.
All right.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Is that great
He
sound?
unloaded it, so that means he knows how to
Great
get...
sound.
Oh, God.
I love guns.
He unloaded it.
Hey, is it illegal to get a shotgun?
All right, so you got that okay?
Not in New York City, you need a permit to get even a long rifle or a shotgun.
Can't you go into Kmart like in Jersey and just pick one?
Move to the paradise of upstate
Once you
New
bring
York.
it into New York City limits, you're in trouble.
Right.
You can buy
That
a
was a
shotgun
22.
outside of New York City. You can buy a shotgun or a rifle, but for a handgun, you need a license.
All right.
Was that an automatic or he was squeezing the trigger?
What kind of gun was that?
Semi-automatic, so that's just me squeezing the trigger every shot.
And that was what, a 22?
That was a 22, a Ruger 1022.
Oh, Ruger 1022. What, a rifle?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that one. It's
That was... Wait a minute,
semi-automatic.
semi-automatic? Wait a
Got
minute.
a 10-shot clip?
Correct.
Yeah, I love that gun.
Wait a minute, so if he has to keep pulling the trigger each shot, that's semi-automatic?
Semi, yeah.
Yeah.
So what's underneath that?
All right, so the next one I got is
All right. Here we go. Go ahead.
Here we go.
32 caliber pistol.
32.
Listen to this.
Little Saturday night special.
Go.
You know how many Sicilians heard that right before they just joined the great unknown? Little 32. I love them.
That's the snub nose. That's the famous one there.
Yeah.
Right? Like with the pearl handle.
Yeah. Pearl handle.
Yeah.
Nice gun.
Oh man.
Not very accurate, but you don't need to be very close.
That's just scary.
Next one is kind of the law enforcement special. It's a Smith & Wesson 40 caliber.
Oh, nice.
And can you hear it cycle at all? I don't know if you can hear that.
Now is that instant death? Is that last one instant death?
It's kind of, you're going to think about it for a while until you get hit with the last shot.
Yeah, the 32,
Headshot is
the
over,
headshot, he's done. But the body shot with the 32, you're walking a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now
this gun will kill you right away.
This is death right here.
Yeah.
Instant death. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice!
That's just death. You were
That's
dead
just
after
done.
the first two shots.
Done.
Right?
Done.
Oh, boy. That is. Listen to that laugh, you fucking
I
asshole.
love it.
He just came.
That is great. That is fantastic.
Now we've worked it up that far. The next one is the Dirty Harry. It's the Smith & Wesson Model 2944 mag.
Make my day.
44 mag.
The most powerful handgun gun.
All right.
Now, I'm going to shoot this one round at a time, even though I can shoot a double action, because it's a bit of a bear to shoot repeatedly. So hold on to.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah.
That's death.
Oh, I love
That
it.
is right. That is through your. That is death.
That is a fantastic sound.
Now, do you hear that as you're getting shot? Like, is that?
It all depends on
Is
where
that-
he's shooting you.
I don't
In
think
the
you ever
kneecap,
hear it.
In the kneecap, you're hearing that.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is the one that blows a big hole out of your bag?
That's
That
my
one.
deer hunting pistol.
What's that?
Now, this is pretty much my turkey hunting shotgun. This is a Remington 1187 semi-automatic.
Semi-auto. Okay.
Right. Uh-oh.
Ready, set?
Yeah.
Is that like, what is that shape? Like, that like a
That's a 12 gauge.
No, that's a 12-gauge shotgun.
That's a shotgun.
Just, yeah, pull the trigger as fast as you can pull it. There's the
And
shotguns.
then, just for Anthony, because I know how much you love your pumps,
Yep.
we're going to go with the Remington 870 pump.
All right.
10 times better than that Mossberg. you're
Better than
thinking
that
of.
Mossberg garbage.
He likes the Remington. This guy's a Remington man.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Did you hear it cycle?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah. I love
All
it.
done.
Bravo, sir.
That's real. See, it's not even fun to listen to it when it's real.
You rule.
Like, it's so real. It's like
It's
missing bass. It's missing the bass of the movies.
Right.
The shotgun is like, boom.
Yeah, boom. That's the real
That's
shit.
like real death.
There is no substitute for the real thing.
What's left of a turkey after you
Thank
shoot
you,
it with
Scott.
You're welcome, boy.
That's all right.
Yeah,
He shoots a turkey with a 22. With the first going, bat, bat, bat. Delicious.
It's a little feathers flying. Someone saying my catchphrase should be, stand back, sir. I'm a level 72 wizard. I don't think that would really put him off too much.
Well, there's a couple more coming in. Oh, my brother again, catchphrase, welcome to the fucko list. And Tom from North Carolina, smile so I can see you.
Oh.
More black people. Will you?
More black people.
What is wrong with these people?
Did you have somebody break in your house or something?
No, but Nassau County home invasions are up like crazy.
I changed every lock on my door because, and I bet none of you guys do this.
What, Rich?
When I go drop my car off at the airport or in these parking lots, this and that, I was driving home and it hit me. These guys have my keys and my address. They could just go make copies of it, of the keys, and they have my address from the registration. And how hard is it for them to break? You pull your car in the airport, they go, when are you coming back? 2 weeks.
Well, they would wheel up to the stately Voss Manor and unload your antiques.
It doesn't matter. They don't know what I own, okay? But you know what?
He builds all his own furniture. And
Yeah.
You are
How do they have
overly
your
paranoid.
Am I
How do
overly
they have
paranoid?
your address?
In your glove compartment is your registration and your insurance card that has your address on it.
Okay.
So they have your keys. You don't know these guys that are parking cars.
So your
It's not
house
like
keys and your address. He's right.
Not your
You know
house
what?
keys, though.
Of course, your house keys are
House
on your
keys
car
are on your keychain. Maybe
all right.
you
Our houses have
Did
keys.
you
We
have
don't
your-
climb
did
up
you-
to our house. Here's the thing.
Wait, did you have your? Wait a minute.
What?
Did you have your car keys? They were stolen.
Are you just dumb? Listen
I
to
didn't
me.
hear you.
Patrice, they're
When you
taking
park your
clay. And they're
Not
like
clay.
putting it in their impression
the
in the
valet?
clay.
No, listen first.
How are they
There's no
copying
way.
your
Let me
keys?
tell you
How
something.
do you
I've known
copy your
him-
keys? You go to
I've
Kmart
known
or
him
to a...
for at least 7 years.
Yeah.
Voss is not smart enough to come up with this
you
hypothesis
crazy?
himself.
Yeah.
Someone
you
told
me.
him.
You don't think I know about crime? Are
He
you out
got
of your
this
mind?
from a movie.
No, I didn't get it from a
Yeah.
movie.
He got it from a
Bonnie
movie.
told you.
Bonnie
Yeah,
told
she
him.
knows about crime. Here's the thing. Let me tell you something. You don't know these guys that are parking your car. To have your car for 2 weeks.
Paranoid.
You don't have to go through a clay. You go to a lot. He takes the keys home at night and gets copies
Voss, you
made.
have a 1982 Benz
No, I got
and
a Benz and a-
1972 Beamer. Who's stealing what?
Are you just so dumb? Are you really? I
Yes.
didn't say my car. They have the keys to your house when you leave your car in a parking
Nobody's
lot.
breaking into your townhouse, Rich.
How do you know? How do you know? Do you know that they don't know what I have?
because
No,
I-
you never been to my
This
townhouse.
is not an epidemic. This is
All right.
you
Yeah,
Yeah, I
being
haven't
over-
really heard any stories about parking attendants.
This is
robbing
being overly
people.
paranoid.
Would you just go up to a stranger and go, here's my keys, hold them for 2 weeks?
We do it all
one
the
that works
time.
at the
Yeah.
damn steakhouse, yeah.
At the garage somewhere, you do it all the
right.
time.
We're
You know how many
different.
people are handing over their keys right now as we talk?
You're right.
And how many of them are getting into a problem?
You know, a lot
because
of the
that?
navigation systems in cars right now, you program in your house, so all you got to do wherever you are is hit home.
Yeah.
And
And the car will drive you there.
The car pretty much tells you how to get home.
Yeah.
So now they don't even have to look at the Reggie. They can turn it on, punch in home, drive your own car to your house, and load it up.
Yeah, but you got to know how to work those things.
Really
They're
did
pretty
just
tough.
destroy his belief system in what he just said. He's like, oh, okay, I feel
Oh,
much
But
better.
they still need the keys to get in your house. You know what?
All right, listen. We got to go back to catchphrases here real fast. John, go ahead. John, go ahead.
John, what's up?
Oh, hey. How you guys doing? Happy birthday, Voss. Anthony, if somebody breaks into your house, you should make them say your mom's box before you shoot them.
The old catchphrase from the show when we get fired. Very good.
Ben in Canada. Ben?
Hey, I got a good one for you there, Anthony.
Yeah.
How about the old Sylvester Stallone from Get Carter? You want to take this to the next level? Punch it out.
Oof, picks a movie no one's seen, no one cares about.
From Get who?
Get Carter. Have you seen that movie?
Get Carter.
I've never heard of it.
Let's go to Mark in
Never
Oklahoma
heard of it.
City.
That
Mark?
Just
Hey
opening
guys,
Canada.
how's it going?
Hey.
Hey Anthony, your catchphrase ought to be, "Freeze, you thieving sack of cunt."
There you go.
That's one of your latest quotes.
Maybe if Harry's breaking in.
Cocksock from Alabama. Alabama, mo.
What's going on, O&A?
What do you
Hey,
got
man.
today, bro?
We're out here in the field, and I got the newer version of the M60. It's called the M240 Bravo. I'm trying to get it
trying to get it working out here, so I figured you guys would enjoy a little warming up of 1,100 rounds a minute.
Wait. This is the new version of the M60?
Yeah.
That's when you play video games. That's the top gun you can get.
That is the motherfucker.
That is the highest upgrade.
Yeah, you
got to
play for weeks to get this.
To run around and just chew up
cheat
motherfuckers.
codes to get that gun.
That's right.
This motherfucker bought that gun by going up, down,
L2,
XO.
L2, R2, L1, triangle.
That is a great weapon.
That is a cheat code gun. God.
Now, what are you doing with that weapon, sir?
We're out in the field. I'm in the Army, and we're out in the field. I'm the one who called in before talking about shock jock cocksocks and all that good stuff in Alaska.
And you're all set up to fire this thing?
Yeah, I'm set up to fire. We'll see how she does. It wasn't firing too well last night, so I prepped it up. We should get a good burst out now. So.
All right, let's hear.
All right, I'll put you all on speakerphone. Hold what you got.
Okay.
What is this gun all about, Anthony?
Huge machine gun.
Fire.
It's evil.
How was that, boys? Hello?
Wow, it really, I wasn't able to hear it on speakerphone very well. Why don't you just lay the phone down?
Yeah, that might work a little
and
better.
not put it on speakerphone.
All righty.
Yeah, because...
Well, we're out in the middle of the train there. You're probably not getting too good of a signal out here. So.
No, the signal's fine.
Yeah, the speakerphone might have messed it up a little bit.
Speakerphone screws it up.
Yeah, try it this way. We've had luck in the past. Just lay the phone down.
All right, hold 1 second. Hey, give me another 4 or 5 rounds.
And the bullets are about as long as, like, fingers, man.
Well, if they're my fingers, it's not going to hurt you.
Got to reload some ammo.
All right.
And he's in the army. This dude is like, this is official?
Yeah.
Look at Patrice.
It's not official.
Yeah,
there's a car missing 3 wheels
you
right
crazy.
next to
Yeah,
it.
the Aryan Army.
Bust off right there. Bust
All
out.
right.
All right, here we go. All right, loading her up now. And y'all should hear it this time.
All right.
Test fire, test fire, test fire.
How was that, boys?
That was nice.
That was just quick 5
That
rounds.
was loud.
Was that one bullet or like
Yeah.
That was 5.
That was for y'all, and Army loves you. Punching out.
Thanks,
you.
man.
Yeah, our Army now has guns. The O&A
Goddamn
Army.
Alabama.
Thank God.
Our pests have guns.
You gotta love it.
Let's say hi to Vito in Mississippi. Vito,
Hey,
what up?
I was wondering, hasn't Voss ever heard of a valet key?
Yeah, I guess we should have mentioned that to you.
What's that? Oh, yeah, I never use that.
Valet key.
Yeah, but that would take your paranoia away.
I still would have my house keys in my pocket, though.
All new cars come with valet keys.
Yeah, but
Valet keys, you can't get into the glove box where all your info is.
Well, they can still get in, but they won't have your house key if you have a valet key.
They don't have your house key.
No, some of these cars that you give them the valet key and it only starts right. You can't get in the glove box and stuff.
Yeah.
You hear what he said though? Some of these newer cars.
Yeah. The newer cars.
1983 and a half.
Even my Chevy
Mercedes-Benz.
Silverado
Yeah,
has
that's
a valet key.
Is that what you're driving these days,
No, I got
boss?
a 98. I got a
98.
Yeah, 98.
Oh wow, 98.
Well, I bought it in 99. I'm sorry
Very
that
nice.
it's
That
still,
all
you know.
been on NBC for a while.
Oh, okay.
That's very impressive.
Is it? It's not bad.
98, Jesus.
With pride.
And I got a new BMW. That's all right.
That's not an...
I bought a car back in 2001. I can't wait to get rid of it.
You're
It's a
wearing
piece
your
of
little
shit
brother's
now.
shirt, and you're talking about
Dude,
cars.
I know it's a tight shirt. I just
Tight.
got
It's a high water shirt. Look, it looks like you got an altar top.
I took out my fall clothes today. I didn't realize that this fucking shirt shrunk. I'm acknowledging it. It stinks. And I was the one who set you up, so go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
I was in the bathroom like, yeah, I know my shirt's tight. And you go, yeah, it really is. I'm
I
like,
didn't
yeah.
realize it.
I set you up for the show.
How about this for a catchphrase?
Motherfucker.
Hoo, you're ripping me off. You shoot him.
All right, we should get into other things. We could. We got the chicken fucker audio.
Yes, we
You want
love
to do this
the
real
chicken
fast?
fucker.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, sure.
And then we got to talk about Hurricane Wilma. We got to talk about Saddam on trial. We got to talk about Michael Moore.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. Have you heard the chicken fucking audio?
No, man. You guys are saying that.
Yeah,
about
this
Well,
guy.
we had a German guy translate it for us.
Only in Germany. Only in fucking Germany. Here's a guy.
Spaß? Du Hühnerficker.
Ja, ich bin ganz wild auf diese Henne.
Ja. See if you can tell when the chicken gets it.
Ja. Ja. Nun ist gut. Ja, gleich. Ja.
Patrice is really an animal lover.
Patrice
is really an animal lover.
It's hilarious. The chicken sounds like it's crying.
Yeah.
That was in Germany?
Of course it was.
Well, first they ripped out his gold fillings, then they fucked it.
What's wrong, Patrice?
That's what it sounds like, too.
That chicken was hiding in an attic for a while. And
That would have been hot if it was like a girl doing it, like a human being.
Yeah.
If a girl
was
goes,
a chicken.
Oh, God, the poor chicken.
So we have the translation, Anthony?
Yes, we do have the translation for the chicken fucker. Where
And
is
the girl, it was hot hearing the girl. Like, it's always hot like when women are creepy. Like that. It's like a creepy chicken in there with a chicken. And
yeah,
she's like,
watching the guy fuck the
like,
chicken and getting off on it. Like, yeah.
Creepy girls is like, turns me off for some reason. She's in there. I don't want to hear about the chicken getting popped, but,
yeah.
but the girl is like, oh yeah,
The translation is, the woman says, "Is that fun, you chicken fucker?"
Oh.
The man says, "Yeah, I like this chicken a lot." And then the man, with some sounds in the background, because of the background noise, "Is that hot?" And the woman says, "Yeah." And the man goes, "That's very, very good. I thoroughly enjoy this chicken."
Does it have anything what the chicken's saying? Is the chicken good?
The chicken's going, "Holy shit, I got a fucking dick up my ass."
The chicken's like, "Please fry me." Please Parmesan me. I'd rather be Parmesan, motherfucker, than fucked in my egg shoot.
How small is his cock that he can fuck a chicken?
I don't know. I don't know how big a chicken is.
They figured this out in Germany.
Yeah,
so.
Chicken pussies.
Was the chicken like the chicken was in boots hanging over a cliff?
Ja, das gut. Das chicken.
You goddamn.
Brian in Staten Island, a lot of people have picked up on this one. Go ahead, Brian.
All right, I just want to point out that stupid Voss over there called it an altar top instead of a halter top. Way to go, Voss.
What did I call it?
Did you say altar top?
Altar top.
Oh, did I? Oh, yeah, maybe I did.
Even Houston wants in on this. Ruben.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Hello?
buddy. Yeah, go.
Yeah, did Voss just say that Opie was wearing an altar top instead of a halter top?
Oh, Jesus. These fucking guys don't miss anything.
Oh, before the mics came on, Voss referred to, he was trying to describe, I guess, how clean, relatively speaking, Bonnie's act is to some other comics. So he goes, compared to some comics, she's a Mother Mary. she's the Virgin Teresa. The Virgin Teresa.
Doesn't Paul McCartney sing "Mother Mary comes to me"? Speaking words of wisdom, right? Who's Mother fucking Mary?
She's like Julie Magdalene.
When you use it in that context, it's either the Virgin Mary or Mother Teresa.
Does he say when Mother Mary comes to me?
Yes, he did.
Okay, so who's Mother Mary then?
All right. Well, who else are you going to throw in there? Lovely Rita Meter Maid? How does she feel about Bonnie's act?
He's like saying Mother Mary is an actual person.
Yeah.
No, I know a Mother Mary, and she's a good person.
It might have just been a nun or something.
It fit in the fucking lyrics when he was writing.
That's what I'm going by. I go by all Beatles songs.
Yeah.
All right.
Paperback writer.
Anthony, remember the JetBlue, that crazy landing?
Of course.
With the landing gear that was sideways.
You think it was classified as a crazy landing?
It was insane
the
landing.
FAA just wrote it in big crayon.
It was a wacky landing.
And they spelled crazy with a K.
Right.
The guys did close the files and put it where they put the Lost Ark. Like, crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Wheeled it into the warehouse. That landing was crazy.
And he landed it right on the line. You saw that, right?
Why isn't that guy like he should be on TV every minute, like people going, thank you.
The shit.
Thank you.
Right.
thank you for, like, we're not dying. Can you imagine that? And they were watching it on TV.
They were watching it on TV, the whole deal, man.
Gears completely
Did he make
sideways.
it onto Letterman? Letterman usually takes guests like that.
I hope he did, man. That guy.
I don't think the guy did anything after that.
I think he got
had
a
a quick
car
interview. Did a quick interview, and that was it. We haven't heard from that pilot.
No.
But the audio's finally coming out.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, we got the cockpit audio of that landing.
Oh, that was great, man, that landing. Not great, but...
Cockpit audio.
Oh, hold on a minute. Kirsten from Boston, go ahead.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, how are you? Boss, you're quite the idiot. Paul McCartney singing about his own mother.
How do you know that?
I know that. I've heard it on the radio. I've read it. It's just like most people
that's
know.
who I was talking about when I was
Paul
McCartney's mother.
You didn't hear She knows. She listens to Breakfast with the Beatles.
That's right.
You didn't hear him sing, "Hey, Jill."
I wouldn't be surprised if I did. Punching out, boys.
Thank you, Kirsten. Let's say hi to Matt and Philly.
Hey, Jew, get a tattoo.
Hey, Jew.
What's up, Matt?
We'll take a bad word and make it worse. We member.
All right, let's say hi to Matt and Philly. Matt, you there?
Yo, what's up, guys?
What's up?
I got some background on that German chicken fucker movie. He was actually the first one to get the bird flu. Car crash.
Wow.
Hurts, man.
Sounded better on the phone lines there. Said we deserve the bird flu if we're fucking chickens.
Yeah. Yeah.
Quick line, it would have been nice. It would have added to the program.
Cockpit audio.
Oh, thanks, Anthony. Yes.
I saw you looking around, bewildered for a second there.
Well, that guy just took me out of my game.
Took you right out of his zone. Right out of his zone.
Oh, he just like pulled away from the mic and just started looking around like, what?
Like, how am I going to... I was thinking just like that pilot, how am I going to land this thing?
Where was I? Our wheels are sideways.
Right. Cockpit audio.
Just minutes after JetBlue took off from Burbank, California, heading home to New York, the pilots knew they had a serious problem.
Gear is not retracting. We have 145 on board.
In audio tapes we obtained from the FAA, we hear how both the pilots and air traffic controllers worked together during 3 tense hours to land the plane safely.
3 hours.
There's a possibility, I repeat, possibility only, that the nose gear may be cocked 90 degrees off center.
Incredibly, the best way to confirm was to fly by the airport tower and actually have the controllers make a visual check of the landing gear.
What did you see on the gear?
From the tower perspective, the gear was canted 90 degrees to the left instead of the tires being aligned down the runway.
Thank you. That's what we needed to know. We'll get back to you.
Holy what?
All right. Well, thank you. Wheels are cocked, cantered. What did you say? Cantered 90 degrees? I don't know. I don't know what that means. What does cantered mean? I hope it means straight.
That was the pilot that said, okay, thank you.
Okay, right.
That's all
He
we
said
needed
something
to know?
like, okay, yeah, okay, thank you. That's all we need to know.
He found out from somebody else that his wheels
Yeah,
were
he saw that the gear weren't retracting. So he thought it was either a bad indicator light, something, they could deal with, or that they are cocked 90 degrees wrong. So they fly by the tower, so the tower can actually look at the wheels and see that they're fucked up. And they just told him, your wheels are fucked up. And he goes, okay, thanks a lot. Thanks for that info.
Listen how smooth he was.
But he was just taking off from L.A. going to New York.
Yeah.
And that's when they found out. So what's even more fucked up is, okay, either these people are going to die, or they got to land the plane and still be in L.A. And they got to get on another plane.
You don't even get to go where you were going.
Yeah, and almost die at home.
Yeah, like why wouldn't he just? Because they flew around for hours.
Yeah.
Sort of. Why wouldn't they have just flown to New York? At least I could die or not die home.
I don't know if it's good for the aircraft to do about 500 miles an hour with your front gear down.
Yeah.
I don't know. That might aerodynamically. I'm not a.
That could cause other problems. I assume.
Yeah.
I backed it up a little bit. Listen to this.
It was canted 90 degrees to the left instead of the tires being aligned down the runway.
Thank you. That's what we needed to know. We'll get back to you with the plan.
The plan, burn off fuel to lighten the plane and bring it down, back wheels first, slowly lowering the nose gear.
We do request emergency equipment to be standing by at this time. This is an inbound emergency aircraft.
Plenty of sparks and smoke, but not a single injury.
That guy
God
is the
love him.
shit.
God love that guy.
Like, it's just these pilots are...
Why isn't that guy in our consciousness? He should be a household name, this dude.
Yeah. There are people that work at a deli that I've seen lose their mind when the slicer breaks, you know? What the fuck? I got sandwiches! Bernie! Fix this fucking... This guy, his plane is fucked up. He's got 100 and some odd people behind him. All right, thanks for the info. We'll get back to you.
And the thing is, he didn't have to be that cool.
No.
So that's legitimate, that's sincere, righteous coolness. Because no one hears him
no one
up
else
there.
was... Exactly.
Yeah.
He could have been like, what the fuck?
What? Oh, no. Does anyone know what we do when this happens? No. He just, all right.
Damn. Damn.
Any way to straighten this out?
Damn.
I saw a movie once. They dropped Charlton Heston through the roof. Can someone do that so I don't have to fly this fucking thing?
Ooh, boy.
Because I don't have a clue how you deal with a situation like this.
Ladies and gentlemen, is anybody here not landing plane with wheels? Just come on up to the front. And
It's going to be.
Can somebody hijack this plane so we have an excuse for this motherfucker?
Ladies and gentlemen, we just got information. Our wheel is canted 90 degrees. It's turned 90 degrees to one side. So we're going to land this thing. It's either going to be a little bit of sparks, and we're going to be fine, or we're going to be on a 500-mile-an-hour sit and spin. So y'all just sit back, and I'll get back to you. That's what I'm going to do. Get back to you.
Excuse me, stewardess. What the fuck does canted mean?
That would be the...
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I thought we had a problem, but apparently we don't. The wheels just seem to be canted, which I guess is fine.
I'm going to whisper, excuse me, I don't want to go. What the fuck is canted?
I notice a lot of people working on PCs out there. Could someone just punch up dictionary.com?
Can you Google?
Put in C-A-N.
Google canted. And then somebody thinks they know. Whoa. I think canted means twisted sideways, nigga. Now, I punched a nigga in the face and his jaw was canted. Now, how the fuck? This nigga have a canted jaw? You telling me somebody done punched the motherfucking wheels on this plane? So you saying the wheels is like this nigga's jaw? Canted? The motherfucker's canted? Sir, calm down, please, sir. Fuck you! I told that nigga I knocked out. Nigga, your jaw's canted. He was all fucked up. And that nigga couldn't land.
Yeah, he crashed right on the sidewalk.
That nigga crashed on his fucking face line, knocked him up in his jaw, and it was canted. Miss, we are fucked up, ma'am.
Holy
Talking to his neighbor, you know we fucked up because this shit's canted. I canted a nigga before.
Holy shit.
God damn, that pilot is a genius. God bless that guy,
Cool
man.
motherfucker.
Bravo to Patrice.
Oh, God.
Hey, why don't we take a break on that note? We all need to breathe a little bit here. We'll continue with Patrice O'Neill and Rich Voss. Lots of show to go. When we get back, we got to talk about AIDS versus bird flu and Michael Moore. Getting smart by reading Michael Moore books. Yeah. Across America. And we couldn't be happier. In studio, Patrice O'Neill today, Rich Voss. We haven't seen Rich in a while. He's now a married man.
Just back from Hawaii.
How's that working out for you, the marriage?
Well, you know, we're in Hawaii on a honeymoon. This fucking bitch almost killed me. We're snorkeling every day, right? You ever go snorkeling? So we're snorkeling. So the last day I'm snorkeling, I'm out in the water with her. I said to her, I go, you know, let's go upstairs after we're done and we'll, you know, have sex. And she goes, I can't. You know, I'm on my period. I go, we're in the fucking water, snorkeling, and you're bleeding.
Oh, no.
Right? You know, because that attracts sharks, so I just fucking swam away from her.
This nigga married Bonnie just to have an extra 35 minutes.
I'm serious.
He really married material. Voss is committed.
Well, they do warn you about that when you go snorkeling and diving.
Yep.
You can't be on your period, right?
Nope.
She goes, oh, no, it doesn't matter.
Wouldn't be smart. That's like chum.
I played like golf 3 times in Hawaii. It was nice.
Yeah.
Fucking Hawaii. Wow. Nothing.
Why would there be something on that?
No, I'm just saying. I was playing golf. I was snorkeling, though. amongst everybody that wasn't, like, we were in Waikiki, and I was in a place where where you don't snorkel, but I didn't know that. And I'm such a tourist, so I'm sitting there in like 2 feet of water with no fish, just snorkeling, and people are looking at me going, what's this fucking idiot doing?
Hey, it's Voss. Hey, it's Voss. Oh, you got that on your machine?
Yeah. The band.
All right, big news. Saddam Hussein's on trial. Today's the first day, right?
Yep.
I guess the trial started with him refusing to say his name.
He's not cooperating.
Was that
at
true?
all? At all.
Well, we got some audio here. Let's listen in.
What happened today was supposed to be the beginning, mostly administrative. The panel of 5 judges was receiving the defendants, asked all of them for their names, and was trying to see if, in fact, each one of them had assigned a lawyer. However, when Saddam Hussein himself came into the courtroom, he was led in by 2 Iraqi guards wearing flak jackets. He immediately refused to even acknowledge the judge's questions. He said, I don't recognize this court. I don't recognize the body that has authorized you. And he started out by asking the judge, who are you? I want to know who you are. The judge was very determined. He kept asking him again and again, look, you'll have your chance to speak just right now, please. Give me your name, tell me who you are, state it in full. Saddam continued to say, I don't recognize this injustice, and he refused in the end to give him his name. And then after 6 attempts, the judge told him, well, just sit down, and then they went on to discuss with other defendants, some of whom were also defiant and are refusing to cooperate with this court in any way. The judge, however, went on to say that Saddam was accused and the other defendants of murder, torture, rape, and said that they face the possible death penalty if convicted.
Wow.
How dumb is this judge that he wouldn't even know the guy's name? He's in the papers.
How horrified
are
they? How horrified are they, man? They must be horrified of this dude, man.
Yeah, because like you said, you know, he's going to be back in power, and he's going to remember all these people.
Yeah, no one wants to really stick it to him.
It's just, why are we there messing around with these people, man? Just let him, just leave that boy alone. I hope when they find Osama, though, that they don't find him the same way they found. I just hated the way they found Saddam. Like, I just didn't want to feel sorry in any way.
Now we do.
You know, and you just feel bad for him. And I just hope they don't. You know, they should just put a collar around Osama's neck and poke him with a stick, make him like a mad dog, just so we can just be
now
afraid.
Now we feel bad for him.
You know what I'm saying? Just so we can be afraid. Like, Saddam was like a little old dumb man. Just a funny little man. Now, you know,
and you feel all sorry for him.
Yeah, but that's like a scam, like that mob boss that used to walk around in his robe. It was all a scam. You know, he's got it all together. This guy knows what's happening. What, are you kidding me? You don't think he's running? People run shit out of prison.
Yeah, but Saddam
he definitely has it together. What they're talking about is how they found him, though, in the hole with the beard. He didn't shower. He looked pathetic when they pulled him out the first time. No,
I don't think he's trying to act like he's nutty.
No.
He's just like, you know, just to see him in this position. But, boy, if he ever gets back to something, it's a damn
over, Johnny.
Shame.
Hey, we all skipped over something. We got to back up a bit. Jeremy in New Jersey, go ahead.
Yeah, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Listen, how stupid is Voss? He goes on his fucking honeymoon while his wife's on her friggin' period.
It was the last day, stupid. And do you plan it around there?
Do you know? A fucking week.
Shut up.
You got to plan stuff around the period.
It was the last
Everyone
day.
Everyone knows that.
It was the last day, and what else would be more perfect than a period? So then you can go out and do shit.
Yeah, whatever.
It was the last day, stupid.
Do shit aside from fucking?
And this is the sad thing. He's at this age. Voss is like at least 59 or something like that.
62.
And what he has gotten married to a virile young woman who wants to sleep around.
Right. Listen to this.
And this idiot now wants to like have companionship. He's gonna get left. It's like his whole thinking is fucking stupid.
When we went and filled out our fucking marriage license,
yeah,
I'm sitting there and I'm looking, and she lied about her age. She was 3 years older than she told me for the last 2 years. Yeah, I saw her real fucking age. I go, wait. I go, you're wrong. Right, I'm telling her she's wrong about her fucking age.
Are you kidding?
I'm not fucking bullshit. For 2 years, I'm believing she's 3 years younger than her fucking. I look down there.
This marriage has hope.
It's a wrap.
Based on lies already.
Voss is in love like a regular, like he's ready to settle down into his twilight years. You need to marry a twilight bitch. She's young.
She ain't that young.
You're not doing a radio.
Now, she's a lot 3 years older than I thought.
Jesus. You're not doing a radio show where it's smart to lie about your age, so the younger audience could look up to you. This is like your marriage, man.
Yeah. Well, you gotta know it's pretty slick. I mean, you know.
Do you think women have to figure out the whole honeymoon and period thing though? They wait their whole lives to get married. I mean, let's face it, marriage is for the ladies more than the guys. And then it's their big night. They got the panties from the aunts and stuff, you know. They got the lingerie for the special night, and then they got their period.
Well, it's really the last night. It was definitely the last night. And second of all, our honeymoon was 3 weeks after our wedding, you know. So it was the last night of the honeymoon.
I
So
think
it
we got
wasn't
to
planned.
hear from some ladies today.
Yeah.
You know, do you plan your honeymoon and your marriage around your period? Because
That's a good idea.
you wait
Yeah.
your whole life to get married and have the honeymoon, and then it's the big night, and you can't do nothing.
It depends on who you. It depends on because I'm not a period, sex guy.
You're afraid of it.
Yeah, I'm away from you during the period.
Some guys are really afraid of it.
You know, it just bugs me. So it depends. If you're into it, you know. What I mean,
You just got to lay down a tarp or something.
Yeah.
All
Or
women-
that's a good
Lay down
chance
a
to get
tarp.
anal, right?
All women will sleep on their period. All women like fucking on their period.
Yeah.
They love that.
Get horny on it?
Yeah, they get horny and blah, blah, blah.
Well, here come the guys, man. Scott in Houston. Listen to this. Scott, go ahead.
Hey, boss, sex is always better when you're having sex with a lady on a period. I mean, come on now. Hello?
Well, when they're on their period, at least you can pretend you're killing them.
Damn it.
Hey, it's Voss.
Come on, that's a great line.
Yeah, for a morning zoo.
Oh.
Hey there. At least you can pretend you're killing them.
Hey, it's Voss.
All right, so one crash, that ain't bad.
Did y'all fuck?
God, you
Of course
can't do
we
math
fucked.
either.
What are you talking about?
You've got 3 or 4
I got
already.
one fucking crash. What are you talking
How
about?
many classes have you got?
Got one crash.
5.
It was 5, right?
Hey there, come on. Hey, we have Rich Voss on the line. Rich, heard your wife was on her period with it. Well, hey, who? Hey, you got.
Hey, it's Voss. Hey, it's Voss.
Idiot. You remember the wedding that you guys fucking all blew me off at?
He's
The wedding was
hurt
through.
behind that.
Hold
The
on.
one in the other country?
Hold
No.
on. We got to back up.
No, go ahead, back up.
Well, let me clickety-clack bitch from whackbag.com. Opie, why break when everyone is laughing? You should break when the show slows or some asshole caller brings things to a screeching halt. Why kill the rhythm?
What?
You guys have got to go back to just listening to the program. You don't know what the
Let Opie do his
fuck
job.
you're talking about.
Let Opie do his job.
The bit ran its course. There was you
Right.
had nothing else about the sideways jaw, right?
Nothing.
Holy will you
Canted-
shut the fuck up?
Canted was
Click-clack?
over. That
Wow.
was the joke.
People-
Canted, and you just got to know when it's over.
People assume if it was going to go on for another 10 minutes, trust me, we would.
You could tell.
We would hang.
What are the odds that people on Whackbag don't know what's going on? Those fucking idiots.
They got to go back to just listening to the show.
Just
You
listen.
don't know how a radio show operates. Just sit back and enjoy
If I
it.
say canted one more time, smash. Canted, nigga.
So now I'll explain. The show is 4 hours of original material every day. If Patrice had another 10 or 15 minutes in him, or Anthony, trust me, we're riding it out. Because now we sit here going, all right, now what are we going to do? That's what this whole show is.
Right.
All right, now what are we going to do? So shut the fuck up and just listen to the program. It's getting really stupid with these websites. They think they know more than what we're doing.
God bless you for that.
Why?
Because they do. They're like 16 or 17 little fucking fat kids that are telling you how to do your fucking job. You know, well, Post Whores isn't like that. It's Whackbag. Those fucking idiots.
Postwhores.net?
Yeah, they're nice kids. But the other fucking melon heads, they're telling you how to do stand-up. Oh, well, they're criticizing all the stand-ups. This is how I saw their act. Or
Yeah.
this. What the fuck do they know? They've never been on stage. If their mom gives them enough allowance to go out, maybe they can get into a comedy club. Fucking idiots.
Hey, it's Voss.
I like that new one. I like that one.
I know. The Ben Hey, it's Voss.
All right, let's say hi to Shannon in Ohio. Shannon, what's up?
Hey, Shannon.
Hey, guys, what's up?
How are you?
I'm pretty good. How are you guys?
Pretty good.
Great. Well, I just wanted to chime in on the whole planning your period around your honeymoon thing.
Well,
What you
planning
do-
your
Yeah,
honeymoon around your period.
Yes.
Okay.
Whatever. What you do, well, normally when you take your birth control pills, you're taking them 3 weeks, and then you skip a week to have your period. And what you do is you just keep taking them through the week that you normally would. So you just kind of stave off your period. For a couple weeks. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Which I did, and it didn't work.
No. So it was a bloody mess on the most important day of
Yeah,
your life.
halfway through it just was totally fucked.
So what happens at that point?
We just plowed through it.
Plowed.
That sounds violent. That sounds about as violent as it should have been.
Yeah.
Like plowed.
I think about that, though. There's ladies out there, they're waiting their whole lives to get married and have the honeymoon, and then, you either had the flu that day or your period or something,
Well, let's face it,
it sucks, because the build-up to some of these things are, it can never work out how you have it in your mind.
But the honeymoon
big deal in the 50s.
The honeymoon isn't about fucking. The wedding night is is about having sex after your wedding.
All right. Well,
but
how about that?
Yeah. The wedding night, but the honeymoon you're just going to go on vacation, right? And,
It's 2005 though. It's like if this was 1950, that would be like a major. I think that would be a major issue. But 2005, you already popped her.
Yeah.
You're already and you just the marriage is just a technicality. You've already done it enough to where you're already bored. I'll do it when we get back from the honeymoon.
I'm sitting at the pool on my honeymoon and looking at other couples going, man, maybe I can get them to come up and fuck her. You know what I mean? And watch stuff like that.
It's really, he's joking, but it's really on that end. Voss is 50. She's 3 years older than she said she was. She's probably 35.
How old is she?
I can't say her age. She'll fucking kill me. But she's 3 years older than she told me.
Listen to this fucking asshole.
You're like, wow. Your pussy was.
Would you say your girl's age
McFarlane.
on the radio?
Do you got the dash? Do you still got Voss in there, or is it a Dash McFarlane, or just fully Richard McFarlane? Pussy.
I'm a pussy.
Oh, she'll kill me. You.
First of all,
do you realize that the only way women comedians love you is if they think you're better than them?
Well, everybody knows.
She doesn't think she's above you now. She's done an HBO special.
That means dick an HBO. Who headlines on the road? Whose name's on the marquee, bitch?
No one cares.
My name's on the marquee.
Scooters in
no, not at Scooters. At every club you've been fired at. I come in the next week. So don't bullshit me, you fucking jackass.
Listen,
all right?
You're going to try to overtalk this, but I'm going to tell you, this is ticking down slow.
What's ticking down slow?
Your marriage!
Oh, jeez. It's only been a month. First of all, if it happens, it happens. For a month, it's been cool. We only fought once on our honeymoon.
This is his love. He has woman love for her. You can't do it, Opie. He has love.
You're giving fucking relationship advice.
Yeah,
you walk
I'm
around
a
with
genius.
suitcases of dildos. Is that your advice?
That's love.
No, it's love. please, you got to get love in Brazil. Let me tell you something. I don't have to.
Don't you
I didn't
call
go.
that out, you pussy motherfucker.
Let me tell you something. When I went to Brazil, did I meet a girl and start dating her?
Who cares? You still messed around with the hookers.
No, I did. Are you crazy? Are you out of your fucking mind?
Don't ever do that to me, you dick. I'm just saying that this is winding down because Voss's last comic standing steam is about fizzled.
Yeah, but who's going on that? Who gives a fuck about that?
You asshole!
What are you talking about? Are you saying my career or my marriage is winding down?
Both.
What? Both? Both?
It's on the way out.
Both? You know the.
But remember who your friend is. I love you.
You're not my.
I regular love you.
Yeah, you're my friend.
You don't have to be up or down for me to be your friend. I'm telling you.
What's the girl love that he has?
Yeah.
He's coochie cooing her. Like when he says, "I can't tell her age." It's like my bitch is old, and I'll tell you how old the bitch is. 31.
Yeah, but your bitch ain't in the business. She don't have a job.
She ain't in the fucking business.
What does she do?
She
was on a fucking.
She's trying like
she was
you're
on
trying.
a TV show that 6 people watch.
So what?
Please, she's not in the
TV
business.
show?
Wait, what show?
She used to be. She played one of the hoes on.
She was a method actress.
She was a method actress. She played one of the hoes on Temptation Island when it first came out.
No, I'm talking about her local access TV show that she used to have. Don't say Temptation Island. That
Wait,
show.
you going out with a girl that was on Temptation Island?
Yeah.
With the first?
The first season, yeah.
What's her name?
I can't tell you.
Can I see a picture?
Yeah, I don't. If she could
I saw that show.
Yeah, she was.
I like that show.
Yeah, she's a good cutie pie.
Pull that up there, Hawk. See if he could point her out in the lineup.
She's on Temptation Island.
All right, hold on. We're going to go back to the phones here.
She's
There's
on
a few.
the boat on the way to Temptation
Matt in
Island.
Fairfax. All right, Matt, what's up?
Hey, what's up, fellas?
Hey.
Hey, Voss. When my girl's ragging, I go by the old saying, if a river runs red, take the dirt road instead.
Oh, good. Thank you, Dr. Seuss of sex.
Damn, that was nasty.
Chris in New Jersey.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Is she white, Patrice?
No.
Light skin?
Light skin.
Oh, I know who you went out with.
Really?
I know who you're going out with.
Let me see.
Go ahead. Chris.
I was just going to tell you about when I got married. My wife rescheduled her period, but that girl had already said how you do it. They go to the doctor like a year before. It doesn't fucking matter anyway. The honeymoon is all about the sex. Don't matter how long you've been banging her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's an excuse. All right, anyway, I got nothing, so they're telling me I got to let you go.
Opie.
I'm nervous.
2 minutes ago, I said his girlfriend doesn't work, and now you just said, is she white or black? There's your answer, okay?
Oh.
She's not working now.
Oh.
All right?
Voss.
So what are you talking about? Oh, Voss.
I'm telling you, man.
I'm going to be the hole for the
Let me
show
tell you
today.
why Bonnie's not here
Voss.
today. Bonnie didn't come for this is Voss' protection move. Bonnie goes, no, I'll go in. I can take it. And Voss goes, no.
Oh, here we go.
You don't want to be in there.
Yeah, he's just.
No, here's the
you
deal.
have to stop this, Rich.
I'll tell you why she didn't come in. Because, one, I haven't been on the show in a while, right? And this is my show, and she's working. So I just thought,
Scared this girl's going to take his thunder.
Yep. Are you kidding me? Scared you
We're
take
both
my,
seasoned individuals. We picked it up in 5.8 seconds, what you were saying.
Okay. Do you want me to tell you the truth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She left
you. Didn't want to come in. Oh, she left me.
Why didn't she want to come in?
She wanted to come in.
Because we just got off the plane. Whatever. She's going to come in again.
Right,
because the last 3 times I was in, I brought her, and I'm not going to come in every time with her. I got to come in alone, too.
Do you believe this?
No. Yeah, no. What do you mean you don't believe it?
Why? We don't believe it.
Why? So you are going to try to have a life without her?
What are you talking? Of course you have a life without each other. And her career and my career are 2 different careers.
They weren't when you were bigger.
What do you mean I was bigger? I went on the fucking Oscars this year. She did an HBO special. We both had a pilot. It's been a good year for both of us. We don't compete.
It's been a better year for her.
I'm glad it has. She made the fucking money, and that helps.
You said you what on the Oscars one?
I wrote on the Oscars.
Oh,
so we both, we don't compare.
I'm just making sure.
He slipped it out so quickly that you might have heard he was on the Oscars.
Yes, you said you were on the Oscars.
No, I said I wrote on it. Don't try. Look, I fuck up enough.
No, you said you were on the Oscars.
We'll play it back. We'll play it back. Listen, okay?
I don't mind
look at us making fun of him on or wrote.
I know.
It's still pretty impressive.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Okay, so
I know, but you don't want to hear that crap from your pals,
man. I'm not saying I love my girl. I'm just saying you can't. Voss is so not accustomed to regular people love that he's just going in like 60 miles an hour at this, man. He needs to slow down a little bit and gain that respect, man. No one looks at at you with the adulation they used to, Voss.
First of all,
your
what
shoulders
the fuck
are
are you
slumping.
talking about? Here's the deal. Because you meet somebody and you fall in love with them, that's wrong?
No,
that's wrong?
I didn't say that.
Okay. So
I'm
then
saying that there's a certain kind of love, man.
There's a certain kind of
love?
love?
Do you agree that women should just have a certain respect for you, for them to like you?
Yeah.
They can't look at you like, man, whatever.
Are you crazy? How could a girl not respect you and then marry you?
You're going to get cheated on.
It's easy. That has nothing to... Women don't marry because of respect. That's just some social horse shit. They don't marry because it's like, oh, I respect him. That's when they don't respect you, when they force you to marry him.
She didn't force me to marry her. I got a deal on the ring.
I like how Patrice just slid that in.
I got a good deal.
They forced you to marry him.
All right. And then, okay.
You'd make a good lawyer because he said that like it was fact.
We could talk about the wedding and all that shit and get into that big fight, how everybody fucking blew it off. Let me show
I didn't blow it off.
No, you came. First of all, your fucking crew here, Steve... Ben, Master
He's
Poe.
holding grudges.
No, look it. Let me explain.
This has been stewing for a long time.
This is serious business.
Oh my God, he brought in the invite.
Let me show you fucking something. All right, shut up. Wait a second.
This was a very important day for Voss.
Here's the invites with all 3 of these cocksuckers. Yeah, we're all coming with 2 people, right? Here, and these are invites, right? This fucking thing costs...
Is this to the wedding?
Yeah, to the reception party at Caroline's when you were having dinner with your agent and blew me off.
But
listen, Mr. fucking Hollywood, I'm tired. He's having dinner with his agent, you fucking jackass.
Wow.
But yet you'll sit in a fucking hotel room with me in fucking Miami and cry about your sprained fucking wrist. All right? Oh, I can't come to your wedding reception because I got to have dinner with my fucking...
You said you understood.
Oh, go fuck yourself.
You said you understood.
No, fuck it.
Wow.
Hold on a minute.
No, wait a second.
Dude,
Mr. Hollywood.
Wait a minute. Your reception was on a Tuesday night at 9:30 at night.
I guess you were getting sushi then with fucking Mr. fucking agent.
He's more important than you.
I guess you save money.
I guess you got raped. I was there to tickle your ass asshole, so you wouldn't feel bad. Now look at you.
Don't jump in on my
I don't
partner.
need you anymore.
Okay, you're right. You don't need me.
When I was lonely and going through my shit, you were there and you listened to me.
First of all, let me finish.
But I'm happy now, and I don't need you anymore.
Okay, let me tell you 10% to the agent. Oh, I'm sorry, I got a wedding reception to go to. But let's talk a little bit more about my fucking horrible career. Listen, let me explain something.
I called and said I couldn't make it.
I knew Anthony wasn't going to. I knew he wasn't coming.
Why aren't you giving him shit?
Because he doesn't leave his house. You know that.
He doesn't even attempt to be your friend.
I don't care. I didn't listen. I knew he wasn't coming because
that's how you set your
video
life
games.
Up. Right. No expectation.
You're right.
You're
right. I didn't expect.
I never disappoint.
But wait a second. Wait a second, stupid. First, let's get back to these invitations.
I never sent in.
Okay.
I never sent it back saying I was coming.
This wedding cost $7,000. Let me show you, $7,000
at the comedy club.
No, okay, you're right. That's why I made a mistake. I thought it was going to be a nice place.
No offense, but when we hear you're doing some kind of post-wedding thing at Caroline's, stupid me, I'm thinking it's just a comedy night.
All right, here's the thing. You're right.
I could go or not go. It wasn't at a reception hall and all that.
But wait a second. Wait, you're right there.
Did it even have any?
But listen, let me finish.
Was there free drinks or
yes, it was
anything?
free drinks,
you came to
free food. Okay.
I came to Morton's, that's right.
Because you knew there's going to be cameras there, jackass, and you never did.
No, you know that's not true.
Okay, well,
I don't like that whole camera shit.
You're right.
Even at Patrice, because I sat next to Patrice and he goes, man, you look really nervous and like you don't want to be here. And I said, exactly.
I know you
because this dope fucking gets a steak dinner for all his pals and then it has a camera crew there to film it for a stupid show that no one's going to pick up.
But first of all, let me finish this. Okay, let me finish this. Let me finish this.
You can't even hang with his friends. We're all there like, wow, this is pretty special.
No, but I said this.
He's got a gift certificate for what was it, Morton's?
Wait, first of all,
and he's treating us all to steak.
To steak,
like,
I treated
everybody
so nice. But
we have to sign releases and all sorts of shit. We have to give testimonials in the hallway. That's not a way to eat steak.
First, this jackass comes in. We'll get back to the wedding in a second.
It was English Busters meets Jackass as the pitch
he
to the
comes
reality
to the fucking
show.
party, not only eats steak and lobster,
dude,
right?
I've never seen anyone eat more than Patrice.
Okay, I don't expect him to bring a present. He can't walk in with a present with no thumbs. But here's what I'm trying to say. All right, that was a party, right? But that was the whole stuff. The wedding, those invitations right there. Okay, my mistake was having it at the conference. That was my mistake. But
I will try to defend myself.
Okay, but wait, listen.
I got your.
Are those as real as a wedding invitation, reception invitation?
I got your invite. And
look at.
What?
Okay.
What?
Okay. So
what?
Let's even say you said you called and said you can't come. Okay.
I
cool.
said I wasn't going to make it.
Yeah.
9:30 is late.
All right.
For morning
but
guys.
These guys.
And 9:30 means nothing's even going to happen until like 10:30.
Master Poe flew to L.A. to Ralphie's wedding. He couldn't go 2 fucking blocks to Caroline's, but yet they said they were coming. So when I went to pay for this thing, you're expecting these people to come.
He's really mad because he's just pulling out other stuff. Like you never do that.
Well,
he's snitching on people's lives.
Well, here we go.
Master Poe went to the moon yesterday.
Did you right there? Don't come. Does it say Master Poe +2? Ben Sparks +2?
Before we get everyone on the mic here, in front of me I got some responses. Please respond on or before August 30th, 2005. Mr. Ben Sparks, number of persons attending, 2. Master Poe, number of persons attending, 2. And then he even writes, yes, I will attend, signed Master Poe.
Okay, that's $400.
And Steve Carlisi, number of persons attending, 2.
Okay,
where's mine?
You never responded.
That's right. I wanted to keep it up in the air. I wasn't sure.
Okay,
but he said it cost. But he had 7,000 cupcakes there. It wasn't.
Whoa, Patrice,
salad.
Patrice,
what
no, bullshit.
Is he talking about?
You're saying those were
salad and some hack comedian on a stage. That's great.
Wedding cupcakes.
I've been to 100 weddings. I've never went to a reception at a comedy club to listen to some hack comic
on
stage.
There was no comic.
While I'm trying to eat my fucking cupcake.
First of all, there's no cupcake. There was no comic. No, we had
there
hors
was no cupcakes.
There was cupcakes. Wait a second. There was hors d'oeuvres. There was an open bar. There was a buffet. All right, don't bullshit. You were at that buffet the second it opened. Yeah, there was hors d'oeuvres.
All right, Patrice, what were the hors d'oeuvres?
What do you do? What kind of food you get at a wedding?
Let me tell you something. All right. First of all, I'm gonna say this. His reception. The reason you didn't go, it was exactly like the reason you didn't go.
I didn't.
It was not.
It was a casual thing.
You would not have been pleasantly surprised. Like it was when I got there. First of all, it was a red rug event.
I heard about the red carpet.
That was my idea.
It was underneath it was the plastic.
But wait,
it was the
Patrice. Wait, whoa.
It was the rug that, in case of getting wet with the rubber at the bottom, it was a Rubbermaid rug. So you go down, and it had the velvet rope. Yeah. So you go down, and he had the girl Linda, who everybody gets to take pictures for free because it's working on her career. So it's a free photographer.
No, it's not. How do you know what I paid for?
So you go downstairs.
No paparazzi or anything, huh?
It's
paparazzi.
It's a big event.
Yeah, it was a rapper named Paparazzi.
Some college chick that took pictures for free.
When you
leave,
and
when you get downstairs, there was 800 cupcakes stacked up like they were those wine glasses from the Untouchables, where you pour it
where you
and
pour
it runs
the champagne
down.
and it
They
runs
were
down.
built in like a Lego thing or the Lincoln Logs cupcakes and the food.
Okay.
And he had salad.
What, we didn't have hors
and
cocktails.
Peppers. That was the hors d'oeuvres.
You know what?
Salad and peppers. What kind of hors d'oeuvres?
You could sit here and bullshit and lie. First of all, I'll tell you the whole menu if you want. There was that fucking the hors d'oeuvres with the shrimp and the steak and all that. Wait, there was not hors d'oeuvres.
And steak hors d'oeuvres.
I don't know. Whatever the hors d'oeuvres.
Nothing is a fancy event when you have the little blue flame cans underneath something.
Every fucking wedding does. You know what? Do you leave weddings sitting there going, this menu?
You think Donald Trump has the blue flame cans? That's what they have at Motel 6 for the buffet in the morning.
And I'll tell you something else, motherfucker.
Want me to tell you something?
I'll tell you something else.
The president sent me something. Look at that, from the president and his wife. And don't.
The
That's from the president. That's
wow,
from President
he thought
Bush.
you were going to do it.
Don't fucking do that.
Why is he sending that?
Because I invited him. He couldn't make it, and he sent me a card. President Bush
did not invite the president to your
Read
wedding.
the fucking thing, stupid.
Congratulations to you both on this wonderful day. Your marriage is a celebration of your love and commitment to each other. He never even saw this. May this deep and meaningful bond provide strength and friendship in the years ahead. We send our best wishes for a lifetime of happiness together. Sincerely, George and Laura Bush.
Have one for me.
And tell.
That's all you need to do to get an autograph from the president.
Good luck on her special.
And you fucking write him and invite him to your wedding. They'll send you that.
Here's a couple.
But here's the thing.
Hold on, I'm going to back up a little bit.
All right.
You didn't even invite me to your wedding.
Because the wedding was in Canada.
You would have flown? Yes, I probably would have went.
Okay, let me first before you jump in.
I probably would have went to the wedding.
Let me explain.
Dude, we get a lot of time off on this show.
All right, stop before Patrice.
I probably would have went.
Listen to me.
And I'm not even kidding.
This is what we did, trying to save money for people. We had a wedding in Edmonton because of her family, right? They're all in Edmonton. So we said, you know what? Instead of making people fly across country and to Edmonton, wait a second.
How about you explain this to your best pal?
Wait a second. Stop.
Will
you stop?
Don't let this son of a bitch keep on with this horseshit.
No, so we decided.
Let me retort.
Hey, listen, Can I finish?
I'm taking myself out of the bit for a second. I'm telling you right now, I probably would have went to the wedding.
Okay, but let me finish.
But I wasn't even invited, so then I'm like, well, I'm not invited to the wedding, but I'm going to go to some comedy club for a reception a month later.
Okay, so we got your side. Now let me finish.
All right, go.
So we had the wedding in Edmonton. I said, instead of making my friends fly and put that money out and ruin a weekend, shut up. I'm going to have the wedding there for her family, a party in New York, and a party in L.A. So we don't make people fly all over the country. All right? Is that being a little considerate? Is that yes or no? Is that being considerate towards people?
I'll say this.
Yes or no?
If you explained it to your friends. You didn't explain that to me.
What do you mean explain it to you? It's quite obviously we're getting married in Edmonton and throwing a reception party in New York so the people don't have to travel.
How about a quick call or email? I'd invite you, but I'm trying to,
We didn't invite. It wasn't. The wedding was for her family. The receptions were for fucking. Ralphie did the same thing.
Bonnie didn't want any of your comedy friends there.
And that bullshit.
Patrice.
Yeah, you know
Patrice?
what? You know what?
Because
Patrice,
it was her special day, and when you guys get together, I'm kind of an outside member of this. I'll be honest.
No, okay,
but you guys get very vicious within the comedy circle.
And you know what?
And she didn't want any of that on her special day.
You're wrong.
Yes!
You know what? You're wrong. You're wrong. It was my idea.
He's been serious the whole time, but then he just goes,
No, because you guys.
And I'll tell you why.
I'll tell you
why. Because we were at that steak dinner, and Bonnie saw a preview of what it would be like at the wedding.
So first of all,
one friend is allowed to her family's house, and that's why she had to control.
We didn't go to her family's house.
Her family's
listen, we didn't go to her family.
Edmonton.
It was 3 hours from her family's house, stupid. Here's another thing. It was 3 hours from her family's house.
Right? this is so important that okay, he's saving us the trouble
Yeah.
of his
Right.
wedding, right?
Of
But
traveling to
why
Edmonton.
isn't he saving us the trouble of his reception? If he didn't want to cause us any problems and save our monies
Right.
and save our time,
Right.
why is he trying to monopolize this time? And why is he upset?
Voss,
that you didn't come
comment?
to the cupcake
Well, because
reception.
first, keep calling it the cupcake, whatever. Here's the thing.
With
Here's the
extra
thing.
frosting,
Well,
giant cupcakes.
First of all, why am I upset? Because I haven't been in studio, so I haven't let this out. I was upset about.
And that was another little dig, too.
So
What's
have
that?
these guys come in and
He's angry.
explain
Yeah.
why
He's angry.
they responded and didn't go. I didn't respond because I wasn't
Okay,
sure
but
if I was
you
going to
can-
make
okay,
it.
so am
because
I wrong?
9:30 at night on a Tuesday, call me a wimp.
That
but
is why
it's
I
rough.
didn't go.
It's rough. Because
9:30
9:30 means 10:30. It really does. By the time everyone gets there and
I
settles
know.
in, that's rough for me.
9:30
It
is bedtime. I'm
Besides,
already
I was
in bed.
at a really nice dinner with my agent and my girlfriend.
Yeah,
and it was,
I know.
And I had to get her home
Did
because
the
it was
public
past her
was
bedtime.
the publicist there too?
You know how boring?
Did they have the little blue flame cans where you were eating?
Patrice,
Probably
how many
not.
weddings have you been to? How many weddings have you been
Instead
to?
of having a cupcake, I had
None?
porterhouse that
Wait,
night.
You've been to 2 weddings.
Yeah.
Okay. A buffet
That was
has
a
the
good
little
line,
blue
but no
cans.
one heard it.
But
Yeah.
what's that? Do it again.
No, I ain't doing it again.
This son of a
Do it
bitch.
again.
I had a really nice dinner with my
Bonnie,
agent. Let's
this
just put
is
it that
Bonnie's
way.
doing. He's upset
No.
because of Bonnie. No,
No, okay,
guy
here's
gets
another
upset
thing, too.
over this.
No.
Who
Are you-
pulls
are
out the
you crazy?
RSVP thing?
I know.
Are you
What-
crazy?
What man
listen.
goes,
Listen.
I
Okay.
have the, I
Patrice
have the
is
invitation.
absolutely
No, Anthony,
right here.
I'm going to correct you.
A man
Can you
doesn't
listen
do
to-
that.
Can I
A man
correct you?
doesn't do this.
Will you
All right,
stop?
Voss,
Listen.
correct.
All right.
Correct us.
Here's the thing.
punch him.
Hey, Patrice, listen. Here's the
him.
thing. Anthony, my party in L.A., I got upset about because people said they were coming or didn't, or jackasses that come without a gift. I've been invited to weddings where I didn't even go and sent a gift. But wait a second. That's only because of class. Bonnie had her party in L.A. People didn't show up. She wasn't pissed off. It was me getting pissed off at my friends. She goes, just try to have fun. But my friends who I thought, some didn't respond, some didn't come, some showed up without gifts. You know what? It takes a little
Do
class.
you know how we? Do you
Let-
know?
don't
really
use the
wanted
comic
people
book.
to bring gifts.
No, not the. No, is that?
Opie, do you know?
What?
how
Holy
we-
shit,
how
are you
we
kidding me?
engage?
Of course.
How about you do something
like
you
this?
see how
I
we
don't. Not, it's not.
interact, right?
No.
Yep.
Yeah,
She's
don't
a comic.
don't-
Bonnie's a comic, but she is from the coffee shop sec. Where there's
Yeah.
a lot of seriousness,
Right.
where she becomes a political analyst eventually.
Right.
She
does the highbrow comedy.
Now we're more this fraternity thing. She has got him convinced of now. He's trying to be mature. She's trying to say, "Hey, Voss, you can't." This is Bonnie's shit.
You're wrong.
This
See,
is
that's
woman shit.
you know what?
Guy would ever bring in the
You know what?
invitations
No.
and say, "Look,
I'm gonna blow him away.
good."
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. This is where you're. No, shut up for a second. Remember when I called you and you said this is Bonnie? It wasn't Bonnie. Somebody else told me to call you, who's a good friend of ours, who's also
What
knows about.
woman? What woman?
It wasn't. It was a guy.
Bullshit.
And I don't.
What
Bobby
fag?
Kelly told me to call up and say talk to.
Bobby!
Call up. I did. I'm gonna. Yes, goodbye. It wasn't. It wasn't Bonnie. It
Oh
was
my God,
Bobby. You
Patrice is
fucking
ready to storm
jackass.
out of here.
So,
fucking
all right.
phony.
Okay, it wasn't fucking Bonnie. Bonnie
And
doesn't
Bonnie
listen.
gave you Bobby Kelly gave him $100, right?
Yeah.
Because his girlfriend told him to.
All right, so don't. You're sitting here now. Your whole
bitch ass
fucking theory.
motherfucker.
Oh wait, no. Say your whole theory shot. It's Bonnie. It wasn't Bonnie. She's like a fucking dude. She goes, I don't give a
No,
fucking.
evidently she's not like a dude. Robert Kelly.
No,
Richard
Bo-
McFarlane. Evidently,
No, see.
she
So
is
what
the
happened
dude.
to your whole
She
theory?
is the man.
What happened to your whole theory? That
Well,
was
let me
Bonnie. It was
apologize
fucking
to
Bonnie.
and say that my two most edgiest drug-addicted friends are the two bitches I've never seen such two bitches.
How we
Right.
bitches? You still haven't. You still
And you're
haven't
upset
come up
that
with
no
it.
one brought gifts.
No, I'm not upset about
Yes,
that.
he
I'm
is.
what I'm upset about.
He mentioned $400 when he mentioned, so it's about
No,
some money.
no,
Right.
no.
That's
Listen
right.
to me.
He just wanted to make the $400 back.
Listen, it ain't money. I drop money
How about
like
you
that.
do something?
Listen,
How about you do something in your personal life that doesn't involve Caroline's? How
you know,
about you get an
okay, I
actual
made a
place?
mistake. I made a mistake.
How about you get
in
a place
LA?
that
In LA, we got a beautiful place. I made a mistake.
The Comedy
okay?
Store.
No. In LA, we got a beautiful place. Listen, here's the
how about you
thing.
get a place that specializes in
And
these
that's what her friends
receptions?
You're
are
right.
in
You
LA.
know what?
Don't forget
You know what?
this.
Here's another
Right.
thing.
I'm gonna
Put-
take it seriously.
Here's the thing.
His friends are in New York. Her friends are in L.A. And he got a beautiful place for Ralphie May and
No,
the guy
those-
that starred in Too Close for Comfort or whatever.
You know,
Bob Saget.
listen to me. we're planning 3 fucking weddings, basically 3. So I just said, I'll go to Carol's because it'll be nice, it'll give me a deal. I didn't want to deal with fucking putting 3 weddings together, right? She did the whole LA thing, had somebody do it for her, a planner out there. I didn't have a fucking planner.
You hear it's coming.
Yeah.
He's too dumb to
I made a mistake.
If this was court, Voss is already in jail.
Why?
What
happened to your theory?
She did it.
No, what happened to your theory that Bonnie, I'm the one who, she told me to call you? That wasn't her. You know what?
Bonnie's the one that told him to have emotions about it.
Yeah. No, you're wrong.
Behind
closed doors. He's 100% wrong.
I know these guys.
No, you're 100% wrong.
I'm going to tell you what happened. Ready?
Okay, let's hear it.
Bob, man.
Go ahead, do the slobber.
I just want to say to you that I thank you for giving me $100. But see, Keith, Opie, Patrice, and Bobby goes, dude, maybe you should talk to him, dude. You know, they're your friends. Get it off your chest, man. That's what a psychologist said.
Okay.
And that's what the fuck happened. Because Bobby said something. He was upset about it.
Absolutely.
You're wrong.
He called Bobby to say thank you for the $100.
No, I didn't thank him. No.
That's when he called.
Okay, let me tell you a little bit about fucking people that have a little sobriety or recovery and want to deal with their emotions and not fucking bury them and buy shit to cover their emotions, okay? I was upset, all right, and I called somebody else who I could talk to. Bonnie had nothing to fucking do with it. Nothing to do with it, all right? Bobby said, call Patrice. He's a good friend of yours. Talk to him. This way you don't harbor resentment. And that's how you deal with things. You don't deal with it by burying it in you and then explode in Brazil. You fucking deal with it, okay?
You know what my girl said when she was sitting in the truck when he first called me and she heard me talking, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the conversation, she said, this is my girlfriend. What is that bitch shit?
Wow.
You know what? Okay. First of all, that's coming from a black chick that's probably a thug anyhow. Who gives a fuck what they think? All right. We don't give a shit about.
Picking on girl.
Yeah. And then she opened the window. Then she opened the window and spit come out of her mouth, right? Like that. Fuck that jizzmonger. Who gives a fuck what your girl said? If she's fucking you, then she's got problems anyhow. You should love your girl. She's fucking you. How can you not love anybody that fucks you?
She's a wonderful person. But this is
at least you got a phone call. You don't call me. So that proves
I'm not a good friend
of yours.
You.
You have to confront me on a national talk show.
Listen to me, fucking jackass. I did call you, and know what else you did?
What?
Did they after? Listen, shut up.
What guy says you know?
No, because I remember. Listen, he remembers everything. Fuck you. Opie remembers everything.
I've never seen such a weaselly turn for the worst.
Can you shut up?
My goddamn
I called
life.
Opie the next day, right? The next day, he apologized. He goes, you know what? Maybe we'll go out. I'll take you guys out for sushi tonight for dinner the day after. Yeah. Of course, he fucking blew me off again. What, we having dinner with a producer? Were you having dinner with a fucking ghostwriter? Go fuck yourself.
That's right. I don't need to cry on your shoulder anymore. I'm back better than ever.
Yeah, you're back. Okay, I know the 12 listeners in Connecticut agree, too. All right? You're fucking brilliant listeners with shotguns in the woods. They probably just fucking filled a bus full of kids with holes, all right? Oh, our listeners. Fuck us. Please, you're not that big. Let me tell you something, okay? Lex and Terry are bigger. Let me tell you something.
Hold on, Rich.
What?
Your best defense in this situation is to say it's Bonnie. Because
but it's not.
No, I know, but your best defense would be to say because you're coming off like a woman.
Yeah.
I'm coming off as a guy who has feelings. That fucking feels.
Oh my God, you don't want to start with that.
The guys that I have grown up with, that I have known for years, would look at this like
Anthony,
like.
Okay,
all right, dude.
Whatever. Wait, you're Italian. Wait, shut up.
A guy would not even know how to be mad about some bullshit.
Right.
Okay.
Invitations out of your pocketbook.
Not RSVP.
Right.
He pulled it out of his purse. He pulled the invitations out of his purse.
By the way.
Okay, first of all,
I don't even know what the fuck RSVP still means.
Oh.
It's like that's
ask your brilliant girlfriend.
Well, someone on the Instant Feedback had what RSVP meant, and if Eric could find it again, where is that?
Respond something.
Respond, shitty Voss party.
Really shitty Voss party. All right.
That's funny.
Really shitty Voss.
I
guarantee behind closed doors, when he was with Bonnie, you were shedding tears over this.
No, I wasn't.
Little tear in your eye. You were hurt. She probably had to hold you gently and rub your head.
She rubbed his head. She kept needling his ears. Because Richard emotionally,
he won't go near my ears. He won't go near my ears.
Like stability. Listen.
You really do.
I know he needs to be pushed in a certain direction.
You guys are all fucking broke. You're all Santa's broken toys. Fuck you.
You've had a tumultuous life early on, and now you're looking to make up for it with this
first of all, what's
stability.
tumultuous mean?
Huh?
Tumultuous. What do you mean?
A little
shaky.
Shaky, yeah. And now you're looking to make up with.
Okay, can I explain something to you?
With this stability that it's like a TV.
No, that was the first
like the show Friends type of stability.
Be all better.
Yeah.
It's not, Voss. You still cry yourself to sleep, except for now Bonnie rubs your head.
Are you talking about? Are you out of your mind? You're talking about covering up pain in life.
I never cover up pain. My pain is outwardly there. Everybody knows my fucking pain.
That's right.
All right.
Hold on. Adam said that you had a great line. I want to acknowledge a great Voss line. Adam?
Yeah.
Go ahead, real fast.
Patrice, how do you let fucking Voss call your girl a jizzmonger and fucking let that slide, dude?
Well, listen, here's the thing. This is why I didn't. Because my only defense would be to him to call his wife that. And I'm not going to call his wife that.
That's
and
right.
I know the context because we joke like that.
Yeah.
If he called my girl later, he's going to go, listen, I didn't mean to call you shit.
Yeah, since the mic's turn off.
It's no need for me to, go.
Right.
Because I know, you know what I'm saying?
You know where it's coming from.
I know it's coming from. So that's why I let him get over with that because my only thing was, and my thing is I'm not going to call his wife that because he loves his wife. Right. And he's in that unhealthy love where he's bringing up
it's so funny.
That he brings, and another thing, dude, whoever the caller was, I'll call my own girl a jizzbag, but that means I love her. He cannot separate. He still hasn't grown to that level where he can separate his girl being a hoe and his girl being like somebody he loves. He doesn't know how to be in love, Anthony. That's why he's on some RSVP and you didn't do
and pulling the cards out of the.
This is new stuff. He's actually excited about this new feeling he has, and it's called bitch.
He was excited to come in today to get payback.
No, it's not payback.
You had the invitations and everything.
Oh, already.
Let's get the guys in here, and they can tell you to your face why they didn't show up after they said they were.
Okay, I also brought the, what do you call it?
He didn't even have to search through his purse. He knew exactly where that was.
There's only 6 things in there.
His effing purse. He brought up
All right, here's Ben Sparks, who said he was going to the reception at Caroline's.
And you would think Ben would be there. There was free liquor.
Wait a second. Listen. I was probably the first one to respond out of these guys. But that night, I talked to you because you were supposed to come on the show the next day.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm going to try to make it, but it's tough because it's 9:30. You said, oh, don't worry about it. I talked to you at about 5 o'clock that afternoon.
Okay, you're right. But on the invitation, it said 9:30 3 months earlier.
I know, but it's you don't think I was being nice to say I was going. It's hard 9:30.
I was being nice to invite you. Here's the thing.
We didn't think it was a real party where you were doling out money.
I thought you were doing stand-up.
Here's the thing. You guys, when those invitations came, I know. And I had a... Here's the thing. Those things were as much as an invitation.
Cupcakes. Fucking idiot. And the only thing they had special was extra frosted. Giant frosty cupcakes.
Here's the thing.
Stacked.
Shut up. Those things when they were sent out look like any other. We got them from the wedding invitation store, so they're exactly like any wedding. It's either yes or no.
Is it true that in the middle of it, Kevin Meaney came in and did some time?
Do the car crash on yourself.
There. Come on.
But here's the thing. When you're planning this shit, listen, if you couldn't make it, if you knew, you fucking just say no. It's not a heartbreaker.
You know, you're right.
And you know what? He didn't even have it set up. Don't receptions have, like, your friends say, hey, man, congratulations, daddly-do, all that horse shit. All of a sudden, he's trying to make this some regular
in L.A. In L.A., people did it.
Where her friends
My friends were there, too. Norton was there in L.A. I had a lot of my friends.
It's preponderance of the evidence, man.
You should realize by now your friends are awful compared to Bonnie and her friends.
No, my friends were there. Gullip was there.
Patrice,
Norton was
I guarantee you wanted at Caroline's to have everyone to make a circle with their gifts, and they're in the middle, sitting next to each other, handing their gifts over one by one, and admiring the gift of their friends at the same time.
All the good stuff happened where it was happy for her.
The real stuff.
All the real stuff. The phony Caroline's thing that they did
I put that together. It had nothing to do with her.
Right.
You know what? You're speaking of shit you don't know. I was in charge in New York. I made the mistake of going to Caroline. I'm not saying I have anything against Caroline. It should have just been in a reception.
But boss,
I deal with
and that's why Bonnie didn't want to come in today because she really hates us now.
No, she doesn't.
She had to see you cry behind closed doors.
No.
She has no respect.
That's right. That's right. She's like,
wow.
well, if you want to still be friends with that,
I can't keep you on because I'm getting chest pain.
Here's the thing. In a woman's mind, that's our fault. She is slowly but surely. She is Yoko Onoing.
Yeah.
Rich Voss.
How long have they been married? How long have you been married? And already she's alienating you from the friends.
Your friend. And
First of all,
and emotionally, he
I'm
doesn't
allowed
know
to still
how.
talk to Patrice and Jim, so you're wrong.
He doesn't know how.
He really threw you a bone.
Voss doesn't know how to combat that thing because you know what it is? Voss has never cared for a woman in like 25 years or something.
Yeah.
He doesn't have that connection. Yeah. So everything she does, he's going to say yes to, but he doesn't have a identifying madness to say no. He doesn't know how to say no to her. He doesn't know how to keep his goddamn.
There's a fear that if he says no,
he's afraid of his own wife.
Here's the thing: he's 100% wrong. It's not her. She told me to let it go, not even to bring it up.
To let it go.
Are you guys gonna have a? Are you guys gonna have?
She told me.
Yeah. Are you guys gonna have a baby shower?
At Caroline's.
Caroline's.
No, we're doing that one at the cellar.
With Lou.
You're gonna have another kid. I know it.
With apple juice instead of wine.
All right, Ben. So that's your excuse.
I told Rich that day, and the other thing was,
but it's that day.
Wait a second, let me talk.
Here's the thing too. That day, you don't think this was planned in advance?
It was at Caroline's. I figured you're doing it for free. You were doing stand up. Everyone, I bet you everyone else thought
that was the mistake. But the imitations were wedding.
He keeps blowing that off like it was just a little thing.
But still, those were imitations.
Hold on, we got 6 people that were invited to this in the studio right now. How many people thought it was a serious wedding reception?
Nobody.
No one's raising their hand.
I thought it was a polite get-together.
Yeah, a little, hey, we got married, let's get together at Caroline's and laugh a little bit and have a drink.
Then why did we send out real invitations?
You know what it was like after, you know on New Year's Eve when they have the big party here in Times Square?
Yeah.
And then it goes to the other time zones, and by the time you get to L.A., who cares? Everybody's already celebrated. They're in bed.
Right.
That's what yours was. The L.A. New Year's Eve.
Let's say this was at Club 21 or whatever they call it. When did it made it?
When did you get married? What day did you get married?
Exactly.
September 17th.
No one knew. No one.
September 17th.
And when was this party?
What's it called?
And when was this party?
I don't know. What the fuck?
He sent out those invitations. I'm going to tell you how it went again in the house.
No, just even though I brought you
He saw her plan the L.A. thing. He said, should I do the same thing with my friends? And she went like this. You can try.
You know what?
You can give it a shot if you want. I mean, I think it's useless.
She knows by now you just hang out with a bunch of creeps, right?
I think you should go on O&A and just promote it and all right, you can try. You're just going to be disappointed, Richard. That's
we got Steve in studio.
Okay, let me before
Steve.
This weekend at Rascals, I'll take a vote on stage when I'm in Montclair at Rascals this week of what the audience thinks. All right, or when I'm at Bananas November 9th and 10th, I'll take a vote there. All right, go ahead.
Very good.
Is that where you're having your baby shower?
You already used that one, stupid.
I'll be.
No, that's the menu for his reception. Bananas.
Oh, you'll definitely be there then, huh?
There's no comment for it. I shot myself in the head.
All right, Steve, you responded and said you were going to this.
Yeah, I did. And at the time, it was. I think everybody else had decided that they were going to go, and I'm not. And the reality is, I didn't realize.
A helicopter shot him with a tranquilizer dart.
Yes, and I
fell down, and they were tagging him.
Yeah, it was unfortunate. And I didn't think, when the actual day rolled around and I realized how late it was going to be, I thought to myself, holy shit, this is going to be a rough one. And then I saw it and I realized it's Caroline's. It can't be anything serious. I didn't realize.
That's what we
I didn't realize it was a huge formal thing. Had I actually known that it was a huge, huge expense gone out, I never would have blown.
Without a doubt. That's what, all kidding aside, we all thought Caroline's, how serious could this be?
I thought,
Steve summed it up perfectly. And just because you send out some cheap invites.
They weren't cheap. Those things are real invitations. Shut the fuck up. They're not cheap.
It ended up like the party Fredo was trying to throw for Michael in Vegas when he got there. Dum-da-dum-da-dum. All right, get out of here. Get out of here. Come on, move. I don't know what's wrong with him.
Master Poe?
Oh, the one in the first one.
Yeah. Yeah. When he comes in, they open the door. Hey! Da-da-da-da-da-da.
there, we all walk in. Come here, Rich.
Get rid of the girls. Get rid of the band.
All right, come on, clear out. And that's what we should have said to him about Bonnie. Don't ever take sides with anyone
against the family.
That's right.
Pussy.
All right, Master Poe in studio.
All right. How you doing, Rich? Listen, I went to L.A. and I did go to Ralphie May's party.
Exactly the same thing. He got married somewhere else. But wait, he got married somewhere else and threw a reception in L.A.
Right.
Okay. You didn't go to his wedding. You went to the party, right?
Exactly. I went to the reception.
All right.
And I had all the intentions of going to this reception at Caroline's, but I didn't know how serious it was, number one. Number two is I have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to be here by 5 o'clock in the morning to make sure that, you know.
How many comics come in here at 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning that work till 1 or 2? And one day, you know what? I still got to go do it.
We're doing you guys a favor.
Oh, please. Let me tell you, you fucking jackass. All right, you're fucking fishing for comics. They're all blowing you off. Listen to me. All right.
Oh, really? You want to see Ben's voicemail?
All right. So do I want to see the voicemail? Yeah, let me look at it. Here's the thing. One day, listen, one day, so you had to go to work a little tired. Oh, you know what? You guys are such geniuses. You could have pulled through it, right?
You know
got
what?
so
Let
much
me tell
going
you
on.
something, Rich.
What?
You can sit here.
I don't blame you at all. I knew you weren't coming. I knew
After
it
1
from
in
the
the
door.
morning and then come into the show, you could sit there and snore, and the show will go on because
which he has done, by the way.
I know.
We got video of you sleeping on our show.
Because
I know.
Me and Opie and little Jimmy Norton are doing the show. We can't show up after being out 1 in the morning. The show wouldn't go on.
Unless it's the Rolling Stones concert, which was great.
Oh, how late did you get home?
I don't know, about midnight.
Did your agent take you to that one?
Or the
1:30?
Or the Coldplay show.
Yeah.
That was really good, too. Or you too.
All right.
The Islander home opener.
I'm fending off thieves in my house.
Right.
I cannot be at parties.
Rich, do you realize we're trying to let you off easy? Just
Why?
accept the fact that we had to go to bed early. Wink,
All right.
wink.
All right. But
has anyone called you bitch Voss? Because
that's what it is.
It's bitch
no,
Voss.
you know what? You're feeding all these fucking listeners with fucking ammo. You fucking
They
jackass.
would never do photoshops of your reception in Caroline. I know the people at Whackbag, and I defy you to find one Photoshop of your party at
First of all,
right.
these morons never been to a wedding at Whackbag. Okay? Here's the thing. One, and then we'll wrap it up. I'm clearing Bonnie's name.
Oh, we will, huh?
I'm clearing Bonnie's name.
Clearing Bonnie's name.
She had nothing to do. Listen to me. You're right, because why? You're attacking.
Absolutely.
You're attacking. You're attacking her, saying.
I'm attacking you.
Okay.
Rich, we've seen this. The thing is, we've seen this. You're textbook right now. We've seen other guys doing the same thing. This is nothing new with the chicks. It's just the same thing, and it always.
It's like comedy, Anthony. Like if you go to comedy shows and the comic asks like the women, "Hey, how many women in here give blowjobs?" Right?
Yeah.
Or how many guys in here women give a good blowjob, and all the guys look. I'm not good.
Yeah.
No sound. That's what he's doing. He's taking the hit for his woman, and she would not take the hit for him. She would not take the. She is now in a place, right, where he is not. Voss is losing, and I can feel it, and I don't want to see him do it.
Let's say hi to Bob Kelly. Bob.
Oh shit.
Hey.
You fat phony.
Bob, you went to this reception at Caroline's, right?
Yeah, I went, but I don't know what this fucking bag is talking about. I never even talked to him on the phone, Patrice.
Oh,
yeah, really?
Right.
You didn't? Wait.
He is
Bobby,
people now.
Bobby, listen to me.
This is like a
Bobby, Bobby, listen, I'm not ratting you out. I didn't rat you out. Listen,
I don't even know your number.
It's a hearing.
Bobby, you know what? Listen to me.
I
know. First of all, hey, Bobby, listen to me. All right, first of all, hey, Bobby, I wasn't selling you out. I was saying how people that are in touch with their emotions know how to talk to each other, and you're the one who gave me that advice.
I don't deal with emotions.
Oh, really? Do you want me to show you my phone bill with your fucking number on it with an hour conversation?
I can't believe he is really snitching.
No, I didn't snitch him out.
Son of a bitch.
I didn't snitch Bobby out.
All right, Patrice, this is what happened. You ready?
Oh, no.
You ready? I got a phone. Voss never called me in my life.
Oh, yes, I have, to buy shit from you.
Wait, did he thank you for the $100 first?
Absolutely.
You know what happened?
No, I didn't.
Right
I didn't thank.
You know
I thanked him for coming.
He said thank you for the money. Thank you, Bobby.
No, I said thank you for coming. I know. I said
insinuating that he was my only friend, and thank you for the money.
No, I said thank you for coming, not the money.
He said, man, I'm so hurt about Patrice, Keith, and here's what Bobby said. Bobby said, dude, you know, if you're hurt about it,
can you
give
let
him a
Bobby
call.
talk? Will you shut up and let
that's
Bobby
what he
talk?
said. Go ahead, Bobby.
Yeah, Patrice, I don't get really that much airtime anymore thanks to you and Billy. Could you shut your
I know.
Anyways, what was I saying, Patrice?
Focus you, fat. Take a puff of your cigarette.
I know. Put the ice cream sundae down.
I quit smoking, you fuckface.
You quit smoking?
Yeah, I did.
All right, go ahead, Tura Tanaka.
Yeah,
listen. Stupid called me up. He was a little bummed out that people didn't show up.
Yeah, that didn't show up. That was the first thing I was bummed out, right?
What did he say about us? What did he say about us?
He said he was just disappointed.
Yeah.
He said, I'm disappointed. I said, dude, first of all, nobody really even knew that it was like that. It was like a weird type of party, dude.
Okay, so right now you just said the main thing was I was disappointed people didn't show up. It had
but I
nothing to do with it.
explained to you that it was a fucking weird party because you had it at Caroline.
All right, go ahead. So.
And you never specified that it was a reception.
No, the invitations did, stupid. Go ahead.
Yeah, but you understand, don't call me stupid because I'm probably the only person you got on your side right
Okay,
now.
I'm sorry.
I'll turn on you in a second, boss.
Oh, boy, that scares
I like
me.
this.
Was he going to get me not working in Houston? Go ahead.
No, I'll just...
He'll just not be there as your understanding ex-junkie friend that you bigged up as being, he understands.
I'll just go to another meeting and meet somebody else. Go ahead. What do you think?
Just disposable Bob.
Jesus Christ.
All right, Bob, come on.
And I told him, I said, dude, it wasn't a party like that. He said, yeah, but people should have fucking known. People should know.
From the
and I was
invitations.
like, listen, just call the people that you love and tell them, and everybody else, fuck them. Who gives a fuck?
You're right, and I took your advice. The word wasn't love. Call your
also
friends.
told you
I don't
not
fucking
to
love
get me
Patrice.
involved, you jackass.
I didn't mean to, but he's in there. You know how Patrice runs his mouth and he thinks he's a psychologist and he knows everything. He was so off base, I had to say, Bobby gave me the fucking...
He had to snitch.
I didn't snitch. Don't say I snitched. I brought him in. And plus, he needs fucking airtime. I figured this would get him on the radio.
All right.
I mean, listen, I told you that if...
You are so lucky
You
you're
really
the
didn't
foreman at your job in the day that you could call in.
Listen, and this is the guy that he called for, like the
Support.
help.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He's his help.
Go back to your day job, garbage man.
All right, Bob.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you for the great advice. Thank you, love.
All right, we're
I'm
gonna
gonna call
wrap
you again.
this segment up, I guess.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's some resentment.
You like the thing about the bush?
And there's some anger. There's a picture of you falling asleep on our couch, by the way. We do have proof of that.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, see
Rich
it?
asleep.
Yeah, there's
during the
Anthony
show.
and I sleeping.
Yeah, that's when you come in at 1:30 in the morning and then I show up for the
There
show.
you go.
That would be me, Opie, Jimmy,
all
everybody.
All three of you aren't going to sleep at the same time. One sleeps, the other two carry the show. That's not a big deal. You get a little shut-eye.
Just passed out.
Okay, so, but I wasn't as mad at Opie. I I wasn't at all. I knew you weren't coming. I just sent you it out of, respect.
Thank
all
you.
right?
Why weren't you mad at him?
Because I know he doesn't leave his fucking house. Why would I expect him to leave his house?
I went to the steak dinner, at least.
And I was very happy. And,
We were
and that was a fun time.
And
was
I
that
had
a fun time?
And I had to leave that early because I had to get up.
We were talking about that in the office, the fact that Opie has these relationships with management a lot of times over the course of the years.
We were talking about that. Not anymore.
Well, you said that a while back, too.
Yeah, I do have my own problems.
He's got these relationships and gets too close to management. And now Opie will come in and go, motherfucker, I got an email from this one and stuff. And he goes, did you read the one from, and then, insert boss's name here. And I go, you know something? No, I didn't even get that email. I was skipping tra-la-la yesterday. He's pissed because, I live my life in a fashion where no one is disappointed in me.
Well, yeah, because you're more of a secluded person. You're walking down the street with a hood over your head where no one can see you. You're in your own fucking... And everybody knows it.
And who the hell, has...
Oh, you're still
who the hell has their own movie going on in their head where they decide that they're not going to insult somebody by inviting them to the wedding? Like, why wouldn't he just invite us? Yeah. And then we can choose not to go, just like his reception.
All right, yeah. This is how we do have to,
Because here's another thing.
This is how we have to end this. We haven't asked you this. What were you thinking when all of us didn't show up?
What was I thinking? I'm going, well, maybe they're not showing up to have good radio, well, the first thing was, okay, I know they get over early.
Be serious for once.
Okay, I know they got to get over early.
You honestly think we're, like, trying to dick you over on purpose?
No, but it's just when you plan these things.
There was a misunderstanding, obviously.
Yes.
Everyone said it. It didn't sound like an important thing.
Okay,
because it was at a comedy club. So what were you thinking? To you, it was the most important thing.
It was a very important thing for my friends.
We're not showing up where,
Yeah,
so what
I
were you
was
thinking?
Just like Bobby said, I was fucking upset that my friends, certain people, didn't show up. Yeah, I was upset. Who wouldn't be? Okay, maybe... Even if it was a fucking party, not a party without invitations, you'd still be upset if your friends didn't come. If it was a dumb party where it was pin to tail on, whatever, you would still be upset. All right? No, it wasn't. It was
cordially invited to the Voss reception at the roller rink located on Bell Boulevard.
Okay, but it has no idea where it's at. It has no idea. You know what? It has no idea. It means nothing where it's at. It means nothing where it's at. Because if Opie or if Patrice do a fucking party at a deli and asked me to go, I would go. And if I said I was going to be there, I would fucking be there. That's it.
I can't.
Okay, you're right. So
I know what I was invited
but that's the bottom line. So when you're expecting
we're not used to seeing the serious Voss because I went to the steak place.
That was fun.
And it was producers and directors.
But I told you guys that.
And we had to sign our life away just to have a fucking appetizer.
And you didn't have to come.
No, going into that, you said that it was like I'm getting some of my friends together, kind of a quote. Sort of a bachelor party.
No, I never said bachelor party. I never said bachelor.
I said sort of bachelor party. It was like getting my friends together before I got married, and then it turned into this because then you got the TV thing going. All of a sudden, I'm outside on the sidewalk. And he has to leave his car a certain way for the fucking camera. I'm like, what am I involved with? I thought I came here with my friends.
I did not come there.
I swear to God.
For that TV show. I came there because it was Voss's birthday.
And then Patrice is right, and he said that. He called me and said, "Listen, do I have to sign something?" And didn't we talk? And I said he came as a friend. And I said to the people, I said, "Look, this is a free party because I got that thing from the gift basket."
No, I understand,
right?
but you
okay? And I said they're going to be doing this towards a pilot.
I'm like, "Hey, Voss," you're like, "Hold on, we're filming."
No, I didn't say that.
My exit from the car.
Yeah, Voss is leaving. Filming my exit from the car.
And the entrance, the dramatic entrance into Morton.
Listen,
that'll make great TV.
And they were creating like different. Remember, it was hot in there and all that. They were
did I do that?
Did I do
creating an atmosphere, Anthony?
Because Voss is all psychotic, and so they were like, okay, let's pretend
Letterman likes it cold, Voss likes it hot.
Right. Yeah.
Oh no, trying to add a little drama.
To watch him be nutty, like what the?
Did I do that? Did I do that, or did the fucking producers do it? I had nothing to do with any of that. Yeah. I had nothing. All I wanted to do was go in there, have steak dinner with my friends, and hang out. And it was fun. If those cameras weren't there, that would have been really fucking fun.
By the way, I'm very tired this morning because I met Madonna last night.
Did you?
At a premiere, yeah. I stayed up really late.
Till like what, 2?
It was really late because I had a
Madonna.
shot. I had a shot to meet Madonna last night.
Cool. Do you think she remembers you right now?
I don't give a fuck.
The guy in the little shirt? Is that what you said? Hey, I met this guy in a little shirt last night, but he had to leave. I wanted to fuck him, but he had to get up at 5 in the morning.
I don't care. I
met Madonna. Big fucking deal. You met Madonna. Any other has-beens? You meet Sharon Stone, too?
Madonna's a has-been?
Oh, please. Whatever. I met Madonna. Big deal.
Crap.
Put it on your resume right under E. I met Madonna. Big deal. Now you and the guys on Whackback can jerk off together.
I met Madonna for a half a second, and I watched Puffy watch a movie last night for about a half hour, and then realized that was ridiculous.
I put Madonna on a has-been bubble.
Yeah.
She's on a has-been bubble.
Yeah, she's all of a sudden, because you met her, she's
she is on a has-been bubble.
Dude, she's all over TV.
Doesn't matter. You can still be a has-been and actually
I'm not. I think she's an icon. I think she has gone.
You can absolutely be an icon and a has-been.
She's done.
Absolutely be that. Madonna.
She's gonna do another tour. It's gonna be massive. I'm not a Madonna fan because I know the Photoshops are gonna go crazy on that too. I do like that one song.
She's got the gay following.
You guys got the same haircut. Oh, come on, that was.
Hey, it's Voss.
I had some killer lines. Here, let me tell you something. Who gives a fuck you met Madonna? I sat backstage.
I stayed up late last night again.
Was it any tension? Did you feel any tension?
All right. I sat backstage with Dustin Hoffman and Barbara Streisand. I didn't come running in the next day. Ooh, I met. Oh, you fucking. You're not even a celebrity.
Dustin Hoffman has been.
Yeah, I swear to God.
Dustin
celebrity.
Hoffman
has
been. Still Hollywood icon though.
Icon, fair enough.
You think he's a has-been?
Yeah, absolutely.
He's still doing movies. He's still fucking doing.
Meet the Fockers. Suckers was a huge.
I
hated the movie, but he's still, you know.
Yeah.
Where's the good
This
stuff?
is a guy that does VH1 Remember the 80s, calling Dustin Hoffman a fucking has-been.
I saw Patrice in a movie just last night.
Playing a gay, fat
Dressed
black man.
in drag.
He doesn't even have to read when he goes to a fucking audition. He just stands on a scale. Okay, you're the right weight. You're hired. Fuck him. What? Don't fucking stare at me and try to say that.
Oh, I'm the only one staring at you?
Because you guys don't get it.
I understand why Bonnie's gonna. It's like she's gonna divorce him because you can feel it fizzling. Like you feel there's been 85 car crashes. He doesn't have confidence. Like at some point, Voss would have said, "Yeah, scale, fat, fucking bow, bam," and just muscle through it. Now he just goes. You feel his shoulders slooping on the radio. Like he goes, "Hey, just." I miss my wife.
She's encouraging him to bring out his sensitive side.
I really miss my wife.
All right, listen, we got to take a break.
Right.
But, you know, in all fairness, to wrap it up, I didn't take it as a serious event.
Right.
I
So
really
all
didn't.
the
Because it was
resentments are
Caroline.
dropped.
But
They're dropped.
I am mad at you that I didn't even get the invite to the actual wedding.
You did. You didn't fucking answer to...
No, the actual wedding.
In Canada.
So you're mad at me now.
Well,
I'm sorry, tonight
dude,
I was going to send it to you. I was
all
talking to Annie
dude,
Lennox, and I
you're-
forgot to send it to you.
You're fucked up though because you're like you don't invite any of your friends, only Jimmy, because
So all the way up to Edmonton.
You need a best man, so you don't invite any friends.
And he almost fell out, so I didn't know who I was going to get.
She tried to get Patton Oswalt to be his best man. She tried to get one of her friends.
And then
Is that true?
No, don't believe. You know what,
dude?
You're falling for this fucking
She
idiot.
said,
Don't let him.
she said,
fucking...
Rich, you know, I got a great best man for you. He was gonna stick one. I'm telling
Was
you.
that said?
No, never. No. Are you? You know what?
Really?
Do you hear him?
Bullshit. You can attack me.
His acting. You can tell when he's really mad and when he's just trying to put.
Really?
Obviously, it's quite obviously that Norton's going to be my fucking best man. All right?
That's
she
fine.
Why is that obvious, though?
But no one was invited.
Because
and next thing you know, you're doing something at Caroline's. How are we supposed to
all
figure
right,
all
so
that
I let
out?
it. It was a mistake where I had it, but it, like I said,
Can I
it doesn't
see-
matter where it was.
And he stopped dyeing his hair. She told him his gray makes him look distinguished.
I never dyed my hair. Don't fucking.
Can I see the Bush thing again?
No, you're gonna break it. You're crazy. That's from the fucking president.
Don't you
Dude,
break
know
that.
how many people called saying anyone can get one of those?
That doesn't fucking matter. You're right. Anyone, I got one.
If everybody can get it.
Yeah, that's the key
You're
to
right.
like collecting shit.
Yeah, is that it's not worth anything if everybody can get it.
Right.
Did he really sign that, or is that a stamp?
Right.
Yeah, let me see if it's a stamp.
Is that a stamp?
Oh, you know,
Let me
fucking-
see it.
Fuck you. They're telling you to break it on fucking Whackbag.
No, Whackbag hates me in general.
They do?
Yeah.
No, they don't.
I swear to God they do.
You tell those fucking. Oh, please.
Here, just let me see that.
No,
thing.
you're gonna break it. I'm not
Genius, though, man.
Look, he's walking away.
Don't set yourself up for failure.
This fucking segment went long enough. All
Yes,
right.
it did.
Let's take a break. I'm getting chest pains.
All right, Rich.
All right, I don't know what to do now. We had that the Kaplan Brothers, the new song. Want to play that into break, maybe?
Oh yeah, these are the guys that did the Silence of the Lambs, the musical. It was genius.
And now they're traveling the country doing this in small theaters.
Yeah, I would see that. Comes to New York, definitely.
And there's a song that I
The
get.
lost track, Opie. A lost track.
This isn't on the CD?
No.
This is one they just came up with, a new one for the show that they're touring with. It's called I'd Fuck Me.
I'd fuck me. Would you fuck me?
So
I would fuck me.
We love the Kaplan Brothers on this show. And why are you going for a cigarette if you have chest pains?
That's just anxiety. Just anxiety, a little anxiety.
Wow, you're shaking and everything.
I'm not shaking at
You're
all.
really hurt.
I didn't know they
I'm
made
not hurt. I let it go. I
Xanax in
feel good now.
smokable form.
I feel good. Everything's off my chest.
Anxiety.
Dude, you got, I do have to point out.
Anxiety.
I know.
Anxiety.
We just let. He makes me feel really good, actually, because I misspeak a lot on this show. Listen.
Anxiety, what's wrong with
He was waiting for his chance to jump in and get this off his chest
You're
today.
damn straight I was. And
He was
you know
just
what?
waiting.
I couldn't wait.
Listen to the replay how we awkwardly go into it. Like all of a sudden we're talking about a hurricane or something.
We're just
and
talking about anything.
And then
He
all of a sudden
pulls
he
out the fucking carrot top
You're
bag
right.
with props are flying out of it. Goddamn invitations.
Do you know what it's like to fuck
transcripts?
You know what it's like to be snorkeling and stick your head up and go, fuck these guys, and when you're still pissed off, you got to let it go. I let it go now. I feel great. It's off my chest. He was out.
Are we still friends?
Yes. I want to play golf.
Virginia. Virginia's calling? Well, let's see what this
Hello?
is about.
Yeah, who is this? Tanya from Geico. Hi. How are you? Tanya. Yeah. It's me. Hi. Good. Right, there was a little fender bender with the Cadillac SRX. That'll cost good. I think the mirror got a little dented, and that should be about $32,000 to repair. I'm teasing, of course. No jokes ever make it your way at Geico? No. So how is this a problem? Is there a problem? Received from the payment recovery unit. Yes. Am I getting my check? You recover my deductible. So I have to give you my deductible, and then I'll get the check. What?
Who?
What?
Who?
So what's your call for? In the process, yeah, of recovering my deductible from the other people. It was because it was their fault. You guys are vicious at Geico. I love it. It's a lengthy process. So I'm going to have to foot the deductible, and then you'll get it back for me, right? Yeah. Oh, boy.
What happened?
Well, I gotta pay it first.
Oh, boy.
And then maybe they'll pay me back.
Maybe.
If things work out. Yeah. Yeah. It's so their fault, though, Geico. It's so their fault. Do you know who was driving? You know who was driving? You know who was driving that car at the time? Mario Andretti. It was a professional driver, and it was hit by the little 20-year-old Jewish girl, I believe. Daddy bought her the car. You know the deal, right? Come on. What if I take a sledgehammer to it? Can I get a couple of more bucks? Is that legit? What if it mysteriously bursts into flames in the shop? Anything? No. Is this being recorded? Oh,
yes,
Jesus
they
Christ, I'm in
usually are.
trouble. No, I'm sorry. My side of this conversation is what they call on the air on the radio. You've called it a very bad time.
Morning radio.
I work.
Radio.
I work for a living.
All right.
Yeah, that's okay. How about you call me at home? Yeah. My home number? That's 516-48. I'm on the air. It would be hard for me to give that number out right now. You'd have trouble getting through. How about you call this very number at about, let me see, I leave here at
11:01.
How about 11:01? And I'll get back to you. Would that be good?
Yeah. Don't invite him to your wedding.
Thank you. Yeah. And look into any records of Rich Voss. I'm sure you'll find some hijinks going on there.
All right.
Thank you.
Hey, Voss, before we go to commercial, I want you to thank me for being your friend.
Thank you. Thank you for being my friend.
Yeah, I think I'm a good friend.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
I think I'm a really good friend.
Why do you think that?
I just do.
I think you're all right.
Thank me.
No, suck my. Let me tell you.
You don't have many. First
of all, thank me for not attacking him with that fucking morning Zook phone call. That was probably fucking Rocky Allen calling him. That wasn't Geico.
Somebody wasn't even trying to do a bit there.
Yes, he was. Don't try to stick up.
That was just real life.
Yeah, that was real life. Then you would have taken a break and said, okay, answer the call. You tried to do a fucking bit. It fell flat. Give it a car crash. It went nowhere.
Do you think penciled in at 9:45 it said, call from Geico, and I got Derek gave me the thumbs up like, we got a chick on the phone. She's ready to play the Geico girl. And that comedy gold
And that
came
wasn't
out
even
of it.
Geico. That was just Ben calling from the other room to set up the Geico fake bit.
All right.
Thank me for being your friend.
You thank me for fucking taking you under my wings for 2 years when you were manic depressive.
When you're Cadillac.
You thank me for that. For taking when you were fucking curled up in a fetal position every other fucking night crying, going, people know me, don't they?
Let me tell you about something.
Let me tell you. Let me finish with
I want to tell you about something you probably know no clue about.
What?
When your 2005 Cadillac gets hit, you go through something called an insurance company.
Are
You don't
you
stand
still
there
on
on
that?
the
Are
you
you
don't
still
you
on
don't
that?
stand on the side of the road negotiating
Let
a
it
cash
go.
deal.
What are you, a little girl? Let it
with
go.
the person
Let
with
it
your
go.
1998
Listen,
fucking piece of shit.
Let it go,
It's easy to stand there and go, "Your light, my bumper. How about $20?" You know.
Let it go about the car. Okay, you got a Cadillac. Okay, you got a Cadillac. Now you're connected with Patrice. Let me finish.
Bonnie's
okay.
trying to make you.
I got 2 caddies, my friend.
Okay, you got 2. Then don't worry about the dent in your fucking
Bonnie
person.
is trying to make you a more sensitive person. So
no.
thank me for something. How
Thank
about
you for
airtime?
No, I don't care about.
How
I'd
about
rather
helping your career before you got
help
the
my
last
career?
comic, the
help-
last comic
Yeah,
standing
yeah,
thing?
yeah. Right when the tour was ready to start, you got canceled. Thanks. Help my. I thank you guys. I always thank you guys. On the road, you could ask anybody that comes into the shows.
Really came in
No,
here
fucking shut up.
To drop
On
a
the
neutron
road,
bomb. He's
I
trying to
always
say,
plug
know
you
what?
guys.
He
When
really,
I'm
he,
shut up.
he doesn't
Shut
have
up.
enough balls to say,
Yeah.
fuck you guys.
I just said, how many times I say fuck you to him, you fucking
no,
idiot?
no, fuck you guys, and just slam this down and
Yeah.
go, I don't need you
Voss.
to have a career.
Yeah,
No,
Voss.
he
Right.
doesn't really have enough balls to say that.
Voss, I'm a little hurt
No,
at
first-
this point.
Shut your.
So
First
at least,
of all, you fucking idiot. I'm not
Voss.
gonna fucking. I don't need.
Voss, I said something very nice. I
What?
wanted to go to your wedding, so at least thank me for
Thank-
being your
okay.
friend.
Oh my
Are you out of your mind? What do you think? I'm in prison? You think I'm going to thank
Do
you for
it.
being? Let me
I'm
tell you
dead
something. If I
serious.
thank you for being my,
I am
if
dead
I say
serious.
thank you,
We
then I'm
all
going
have
to
a
get
problem when
raped.
the mics go off.
What's
you
that?
should thank me for being your friend.
You no. Let me finish.
Afterwards, he'll go, you know, I'm just
Yeah, of course.
After this goes off, he'll go,
Yeah. So be a man for once and thank me on the air, because you will off air.
Well,
thank
and,
me for being a
at the
good
same
friend.
time, thank me too.
Boss, I'm a very good friend of yours.
See,
you
that's
know
what
that.
girls
Okay,
do.
so
They say,
I'm
do it
glad
too.
you are. I'm glad you're a good friend.
No, not good enough. Thank me.
Thank you for being there during my hard times. That 2 years you were off the air.
I
Thank
don't
you for
remember
being
hanging
there.
out with you or anyone else when I was off the air for 2 years.
You know,
I was just wandering around. So
You were?
thank me for
You
being
were-
a good friend.
Thank you. It's been.
All right, you're welcome. I'm going to accept your. I'm going to accept your thank you. At least we got it
Hold
out.
on,
I am a good friend.
Hold on, all states calling.
That's all I wanted to hear today. That
I
makes
was-
me happy. It's gonna
Yes,
it's
I-
gonna relieve a little tension. I am a good friend, and you
Yes.
just admitted it, right?
Yeah. Whatever.
And it was a misunderstanding that
Yes,
you
we had a
didn't-
misunderstanding.
that you didn't see.
Yes, I made a. I
That's
had
right.
a misunderstanding, and
All
I feel
right.
great now that we talked about it and got it
and
out.
I'm a good friend, right?
I don't know. You're
I
gonna
promise.
do something. Yes, you're going to do something to fuck me up.
Like sands through the hourglass.
You're so welcome, Rich Voss. All right, enough. Very good. Let's say hi to Jay in New Jersey. What's up, Jay?
Hey, how you doing?
Pretty good, Jay.
Got a question. Are you guys going to come up with some new material when Stern comes on? Because the whole show's talking about Stern.
We didn't mention his name once.
The whole entire show is all about Stern. I mean, the whole entire
Jay,
show.
Jay.
So 2 months from now, what are you guys going to be talking about?
Jay. Usually you would make this phone call after we actually talked about Stern.
Is he talking about
we just
Daniel
did an
Stern?
hour on Rich Voss's wedding. Your timing stinks.
You know, my buddy next to me...
See, if you're trying to get under our skin, you would make this call after we had a rant about Howard Stern.
He has your radio show, right?
Oh, it's always a buddy.
Yeah.
It's always a buddy.
And then what else did we talk about today? We started the show talking
No,
about...
there's a WoW promo that we play every Wednesday calling out Howard Stern because we call him out all the time.
Yeah.
Jay, shut the fuck up. You're not listening to XM because your friend has the show. At least be honest with us. You have XM. You have XM. You have XM. You have XM. Admit it. You have XM.
Go
You have XM! Shut the fuck up! I know you have XM because you said, is that all you guys going to do? That means you listen.
Go call up
You
Howie
listen.
now.
You're not listening for the first time, douchebag. Be
Call up
honest.
Howie now. Call up Howie and go,
Hey, Howard, it was so cool. I got through to...
click. Okay, Robin with the news.
When are you
Robin
going to
Miller.
realize that Howard Stern's a pussy? We call him out on a regular basis, and he has nothing. So shut the fuck up, Jay. Let let Howard fight the battle, but he's not going to fight the battle because he can't. Bye-bye, Jay. It was fun.
Have fun.
Sorry, boys. I know you don't want to commit to liking us over Howard, so it's okay.
I've never been on Boy, he's like Sybil. He just almost killed the fucking everybody in here, and he goes, "Don't worry, guys." It's like fucking.
All I'm saying is I understand.
You got great fucking range,
I understand.
man.
I understand.
Wow, what are we going to
Emotions.
do in 3 months?
What are we going to
Oh,
do?
my goodness. How about what we've been doing on this platform, satellite radio,
for over a year
now, entertaining people, having fun, and getting new listeners every day. More than Howie will certainly have when he gets on radio, on satellite radio.
Right, Patrice?
We
And there's your stories about.
I really do want to
Don't even bother.
It just remains neutral.
No, but here's
Just
the thing.
remain neutral.
When you told your Brazil stories on Stern, did you have as much fun there as you did here? When you told the same stories on that station as you did here?
But I told Opie when I first came, it's like, Opie, what am I supposed to call your house and tell those stories?
Yeah.
Like
No,
I'm in
never,
the business.
Dude, this is the difference between the two shows. We never told anyone not to
We
go
don't
do other
care.
radio
Can I
shows.
say something?
We have
I
never
have
said that.
balls to say this. I will. I'm telling you. This is in amongst friends. It's like this. I went on those 2 times to talk about it. It was like, okay, it's like doing Letterman and doing another show or something. It's like, okay, I went on Stern, did that, but I'm like, look, you got it. He ended up calling me like on the air. It's like, hey, what's that fat comic that goes to Brazil? And I know here I'm Patrice O'Neill, the fat comic who goes to Brazil, but it's like there, it's like, I'll be like I have to be like a dude, like I have to have a place, sort of, and I can't get to talk and have fun, you know what I'm saying? So it was Stern was fun, but this is like my home, so.
You two are like
Stern,
little schoolgirls looking at him, listening to his rationalization bullshit. Okay, listen, if Stern called you tomorrow and said, come in Friday, would you do it?
They've called me a couple of times. It's just I go, look, I do O&A.
Okay,
but with us,
that
that is absolutely not a problem.
Look,
I know, but there's certain
never told our
comics.
guys.
There's certain comics that are loyal to you guys too.
Well,
I mean, you don't go.
And they get a lot of airtime.
You're right. I mean, there's
They
certain
get a lot of
comics.
When I did it, there was no.
And here's the deal,
radio
too.
show.
Exactly.
What about Goomba Johnny? You couldn't do him?
I did Goomba Johnny.
Oh, okay.
Like Patrice said, there was no radio to.
I would have loved to come on here and talk about it for an hour and a half. Just 2 hours talking about Brazil. I needed to get it out. It changed my life.
There's a huge difference between the two shows, too. Howard has to be the funniest guy in the room at all times. Yeah. We understand that if Voss kills, Patrice kills, we're going to get credit in the end anyway. Who cares?
Yeah, when we did those...
But as soon as you're a little funnier than Howard, then he slaps you back down, and he has to be the funny guy. He's one of the most insecure guys in radio.
Listen, Patrice and I...
You got to know when to sit back and let someone perform.
That's
very important, so shut up and let me perform.
Every comic knew this about you guys. When we did those roasts on the show, when I was roasted and then we roasted Norton, right? It was 2 hours of just complete fuck. And you guys just sat back and the mindset is, hey, fuck. You're killing. We don't have to do 2 hours. Exactly. We're doing 20 a week. And why do we have to?
And that's because we're secure with the type of show we do.
I mean, not trying to be a bitch. It's just like I'm the honest to God. You know what I mean? It could happen, but it's like I'd rather come here and like do.
You just don't want the Howie Bridge to look like the Queensboro Bridge looked yesterday, just burning and in flames and impassable.
Like, God damn it!
What time are you doing the radio chick today?
Oh, Jesus.
The radio chick still doing radio?
I don't know. He's going over there. He said to plug.
Did you do you did the radio chick?
I'll tell you,
the radio chick.
I never did the radio chick, but I don't know.
She is a disaster.
I did Stern when you guys were off, and I just recently did Brewer.
You know that Brewer called me like 2-3 days ago. Like whining and crying into the phone, like you don't call me anymore, and I'm like, it's tough to call him, you know?
Why?
We kind of showed him how to do radio, and then we were trying to get him here.
As you mean, as his own show here, or
we were trying to get him here.
Yeah, but you know what? Here's
and then
the
thing. I'm not going to lie to you. He disappointed me personally. Disappointed me big time, because he's another guy that I talk to a lot in my time off. And it's like, what are you doing?
But maybe they offered him
more
money.
And then his excuse is he didn't want to live under our shadow and stuff. It's like, we would have helped you. Because obviously he's a great comic, but he doesn't know how to do this radio thing.
Can you get me a radio show? Hook me up with like that cowhead guy or something?
Apparently you could just go over there to Sirius and they'll sign you up for a multi-million-dollar deal. It seems to be what they do.
Where's their address? Where are they at?
They're right downtown a little bit. Anyway, I love you.
No.
Yeah, it's a touchy subject, that whole thing, man. That loyalty thing. You're like, Jesus, everybody's in show business. You're trying to, you want to.
Well, they have absolutely blocked people from being on this show, and we don't care. We tell people, you want to sell seats at gigs or, go over there and do that.
I don't know. But Patrice is saying there was no other radio. When you guys were off the air was probably the highest point of my career.
which, well, you know, it's like any career goes up and down, you know that. But at that point was probably the highest point, and I could have probably done Stern. But, you know, as being a loyal O&A comic,
listen to this.
No, wait
I
a
could have
second.
probably
You're right.
done
I made a call.
Stern.
All right,
he
listen.
was not asked to do.
Oh yeah, right.
No.
Okay. Again, he does. He knows, but I was.
Jesus.
I was. You fucking idiot.
You wasn't.
I wasn't.
And you wouldn't have
I'll
said
take it.
no.
Yes, of course I would.
He's
I said no
lying.
to Man Cow. I said no
You did.
to. I said no to Stern.
What are you doing, dude?
I dropped the coffee again.
Yeah, all over the console.
That
So
sounds-
we're going to be off the air in seconds here now. As
That's
soon as
okay.
that starts dripping in between the cracks.
Oh,
That's
no.
great.
Do you spill your coffee every fucking time you come here?
That
That is again. Don't let it get under the console. That's impossible to clean.
Sorry about that.
That's
I
a
like
good
the
one.
way Voss is like quietly trying to be a rebellious. He spilled the coffee on purpose to just
To diffuse
so
the
he can tell
situation.
everybody I went down there. He can tell Bonnie I caused a ruckus. I threw coffee
Yeah,
in his
yeah,
face.
I was throwing coffee at him.
They didn't do nothing.
I showed him, sweetie.
I bit Master Pole in his balls, and he I
backed right down.
Yeah,
Hey,
this is quiet. Like this is really some little protest he's doing.
Anthony, by the way, you took the Geico phone call, so a lot of people are yelling at us on instant feedback. We
Oh,
never
no.
played the Kaplan Brothers song.
Oh, shit.
We were setting this up. We were ready to hit play, and then you got that phone call, I think.
Sorry.
So there's these guys. They were music majors in college or whatever, the Kaplan Brothers.
Yeah.
Went out to Hollywood, and they decided to make a CD called Silence of the Lambs, the musical. And we've played a bunch of tracks on the show. Absolutely love it. Love it a lot. Now they're touring with this thing in small theaters across America. And they have a song that wasn't on the CD that they just released.
Ooh.
I'd love to give out their website, but I don't have it in front of me. SilenceTheMusical.com. So now we're going to finally play I'd Fuck Me.
I'd fuck me.
All right? As long as your phone doesn't ring here. We're not going to break. We're just going to play this fast and continue with the show.
Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me. I'd fuck me hard. I'd fuck me so hard. Screaming from afar, getting on my nerves. Hey, you in the mirror with the lovely set of curves. Such a pretty face, full inviting lips, multiple tattoos, childbearing hips. There's a whole lot of fish in the sea, but none of those bitches are me. Take a chance, never know in the end if you're gonna get lucky. Would you fuck me? I fuck me hard. I fuck myself so fucking hard. This butterfly shed its cocoon. It's spreading its wings straight for the stars. Once I cut off the meat, I'll be ready, complete, and I'd fuck me so hard. Lipstick and mascara, nipple with a ring, close to being done, let me hide my thing. I'd buy me a drink, get lost in my eyes, I'd flirt and I'd wink, I'd seduce me with lies. The guys at the bar, they'd ignore me, they'd dodge me and duck me. But now they fuck me, I'd fuck me too, I'd fuck me fucking black and blue. This basement's a castle and Billy's the king, or is it queen? Either way, I'm in charge. Once I finish the dress, I'll be perfect, the best. Why would anyone want less? Ask me out, the answer's yes. Yes, I'd fuck me so hard.
Hey, asshole, thank you for the scraps. Instead, I think I'll set a trap. I'm probably doomed, but I just got a brilliant idea. Precious, come here. I'd fuck me well. I'd fuck me till I burn in hell. I'd have me, I'd do me, I'd rape me, I'd screw me, and get in the back of a car. I would stalk me, I'd chase me, I'd lick me, I'd taste me, I won't have to look very far. I'll be grateful, complacent, come back in my basement and fuck me so hard.
There you have it. Silence of the Lambs, the musical. Silence.
They certainly do get that Broadway sound, don't they?
What do you think? I like that one.
I like it. Anyone with Jane Gum in it is good.
Is all right.
A winner.
What's going on with Hurricane Wilma?
We don't know. It's very strong right now.
It's heading right toward my vacation spot.
It's in the water right now that is very warm. It's the perfect area for hurricane.
Are they saying
That's why it's huge and it's very, very powerful.
They're saying this is the strongest hurricane of the season?
Maybe strongest ever.
What?
Maybe strongest ever. But it's because it's down in that warm water down there. Once it starts coming north, it'll die down a little bit. But still a very dangerous storm. Headed into the Gulf, but it's going to take a quick turn to the right, cross over Florida. Could go between Cuba and Cancun, they're saying. But either one could get hit. And then make a hard right turn and go over Florida.
You know, in terms of the atmosphere and meteorology, this was truly an atmospheric bomb that occurred overnight last night. I have never seen anything like this happen in this short a period of time, going from what was a tropical storm we were talking just 24 hours ago to now a Category 5 storm. Look at that eye, how clearly defined it is. It's only about 4 or 5 miles wide. This is a very compact, tight woven storm, and that's why the winds around that storm, maximum winds now at 175 miles per hour, and unofficially with a millibar pressure of 884 millibars, that is the lowest ever on record in the Atlantic Basin. The track of the storm takes it east of Cancun, southwest of West Cuba, sometime overnight tonight or Thursday night into Friday morning as a Category 4 storm. Then what happens is, notice that sharp turn. Well, why would that happen? Why doesn't it keep moving north? We expect the jet stream to pick that storm up and then shift it to the east and northeast, anywhere from Fort Myers through Naples, Punta Gorda again, also Key West down around here. Look for the possibility of hurricane conditions sometime beginning Saturday and then continuing on into Sunday.
Fuck. Yeah, well.
Time to
When do you
call
leave?
the travel agent.
When do you leave?
Well, the problem is I got to land in Miami Saturday morning.
Saturday in Miami. That's
Saturday
supposed
morning.
to be when it's actually hitting, and
it's over, Johnny.
That could be a rough one.
It's over, Johnny.
I'm getting out of here Friday.
Motherfucker. All right, Anthony, Gamefly.com. Rich was just telling you're playing a new video game, huh? What's it called?
Max Payne.
Max Payne.
Well, I'm trying to learn how to do it. I can't fucking do it.
I've been out forever. What platform are you using? What game
I don't know,
system?
it's like I can't get over this wall.
Is it Xbox? Is it computer? What
It's
do you
on the
play
computer.
on?
I do
you
it on
play
the
on
computer.
on computer. Okay.
Yeah.
Rich, do you ever buy yourself something new? Ever?
Yeah, this fucking Rolex.
But you're always buying like used stuff.
How much was
in
the
good
Max
condition.
Payne game?
I don't know. I went to the. I was killing time. I walked into the store that sells them, and I just looked through the pile, and it was like $6 or something.
$6
What do
for
they
a video
cost?
game.
I don't know. I don't buy those things.
New, 50.
What?
Well, that's why
The
I don't play
original
'em.
Max Payne, you think? You
Yeah.
think it's the original?
Yeah.
So what year did Max Payne come out?
Oh my God.
I don't know. I think his name was Maxwell. at the time.
5 years ago.
Do we know? That's like
Probably.
an old
I play
game.
video golf every night.
Probably 5. What are you, Tiger Woods?
No, 2000. PGA 2000.
PGA 2000.
It's a good game.
No,
the players are still in the shape of squares.
Yeah. Do you know what the Tiger Woods golf looks like?
Clubs.
They're not using a lot of pixels.
That's crazy, man. You should just say, I'm not into that newfangled.
Yeah, I don't like
you
it.
got to see this game. It's great, man.
Yeah, but there's a 2006 version.
Yeah, the
that's
Tiger Woods
fantastic.
2006, they're saying is all the rage.
But I don't think it
And Max
goes like
Payne
this
came out
one.
in
The
2000.
the ball. I'll show it to you.
The ball what?
The ball what?
You can hit it yourself with the mouse.
Yeah.
And you know man, I can't explain
Like you
it.
can't hit it with the
Rich.
mouse?
That's 2000.
Yeah.
They've had 6 years to perfect that golf thing.
I
The new
put in
golf
the
games are
floppy
amazing.
disk.
It's just I don't know.
And
I'm
it
playing
loads
golf.
up.
I don't want to play Tiger Woods.
It's a
just golf.
DOS game.
It's all white people on the course. It's so much. You know what I'm saying?
You need you need to go to Gamefly.com, right, Anthony? Gamefly.com
yeah.
is the world's leading online video game rental service. It's easy. You send a game back, and the next game on your queue list is automatically sent.
That's
you shouldn't
right.
be spending $6 on a game.
I know.
And if you like it, then you could keep it in your game queue. You get the mint condition box and the manual delivered to you at a great member discount, just like the brand new game. You go to Gamefly.com/XM, get signed up, $21.95 a month. You start with the 2-week trial, free. The 2-week XM trial, no commitments, cancel anytime you want. You start playing the latest releases or the games you've always wanted to play. You could probably, they got 2,500 titles to choose from for all the platforms, so you probably get Max Payne on there.
Well,
and they probably wouldn't even care if you you never sent it back. Go to Gamefly.com. That's Gamefly.com/XM. Plug in the XM. Plug in XM in the promo code box for your special offer. Gamefly.com.
Very nice, Anthony. We got Ari Spears outside.
Ari Spears?
Yes, he'll be joining the program next.
I used to work with Aries at Terminal D. Terminal D, the first black comedy club in the area. You know that? First black comedy club. It's just it's
Voss.
Oh. You know what?
Yeah.
Just saying. You know. Fuck.
My good friend Rich Voss, everyone.
That's
I like
right.
this. You're just mean people.
Oh, my God, man.
All right, we're going to break in. We'll continue in just a bit. Let's reset the show here. Patrice O'Neill, Rich Voss smoking again. As soon as we go to break, he runs out to have us. You back?
Yeah. Anxiety.
When are you going to blow off the smoking?
Soon.
You keep saying that. When she becomes pregnant officially?
Well,
when she tells him.
Why soon? It's got to be one of those things that you got to do.
You guys, listen, it's my only habit.
It was a woman that made him get off crack. He didn't get off it himself.
No, I wasn't
his
going out.
ex-wife said, don't do crack.
My ex-wife didn't know me when I was on crack. You think I had a girlfriend I was doing crack, you fucking idiot?
Yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't have any.
They call him crack whore.
Teasing.
Yeah, you never had one?
What the fuck? Come on, Rick.
That's hilarious.
And let's say hi to Ari Spears, man.
What's happening
in the
yo,
studio,
yo,
man?
yo.
Everyone knows everyone here?
Yeah.
You know Rich Voss, you know Patrice, right?
Yeah.
We're players in the comedy business.
What?
We're players in the comedy business.
I hear that.
We bump into each other from time to time.
Yeah.
On the road.
A few cats from Mad TV, a few cats from Last Comedy Stand. What's happening, baby? How you feeling?
VH1, remember the 90s?
I really am a slave. I want to say no, but they just keep paying me, man.
No.
Hey, it's Whip 'em Out Wednesday. Aaron has some advice for the guys out there in Kentucky. Aaron, go ahead.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Hi.
I love you guys. I listen to you guys every morning. But I just want to let all the guys out there know with the WOW stickers on the back of their trucks to drive just a little slower on Wednesdays. I must have chased this guy down for 20 minutes trying to flash this guy this morning. He was
She's
driving
got her
so
tits
fast.
hanging out, foot on the gas pedal, just trying to show this guy her tits.
And the guy's got a WOW sticker, has no idea how close he was to getting wowed.
Probably just listening to Merle Haggard, can't hear her beeping the horn.
You know,
missed out.
this is satellite.
You can curse.
Oh, yeah.
For a woman that can drive 80 miles an hour and flash a guy and keep up, you know?
Do you have a nice set?
Thanks.
Do you have a nice set?
She thought you said you have a nice set.
Yeah, thanks.
I have no
I'm
idea.
sorry, I can't hear you guys. Did you say, do I have a nice rack?
Do you have nice tits?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Well, at that point, you would say, yeah, they're 36 Ds. They're 30, you know, what do you got?
32 C's.
32 Cs.
Which, I'm pretty top-heavy for my size.
What's the matter? 32C?
Yeah.
32C?
That's not bad.
for her size.
You said 32C?
32C, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So,
Oh, yeah, she's right.
It's not bad.
Her back is small.
Are you a petite girl?
Small with big boobs. Small back, big boobs.
I'm about 5'4", 100 pounds.
Do you like big tits or firm tits? What do you like?
Firm.
You like firm better than big, right? Yeah. Fucking
big thing.
Nice.
The big thing is so overrated.
White guy discussion. Go ahead, dude.
Oh, really?
I know.
I like tight.
Don't worry, we'll talk about booty in a minute.
I like them soggy. I like my titties look like Bible slingshots.
Disgusting. There's nothing worse.
Oh, man.
Than fucking nipples pointing at their toes.
Oh, I love it.
No.
I love it.
How about hair? You ever get the hair on the tits? How fucking nasty
I don't
is
mind
that?
that.
You don't mind that?
I do not mind that.
Right,
listen, let's say goodbye to Aaron. Aaron, thanks for the advice.
Pull it.
Snap it right out of there. All right, guys, slow down if you got the WOW stickers. Someone's calling Anthony out. This never happened.
Anthony is a little girl?
Go ahead, John.
Whoa.
Hey, how you guys doing?
All right,
Hi, sir. Why am I a little girl today?
Well, I just wanted to know what kind of dress you were wearing today.
Oh, pull your skirt down, bitch.
What?
What
did I do?
Yeah, all right. You can't get out of your car because you're gonna get wet. Somebody's got to park your car.
You have a cook? I mean, what the hell is that about? You apple cakes at Starbucks?
Damn.
It's not looking good.
All right, I do come across as quite a little faggot here on the show. I understand that.
It's not looking good. But
I'm a fancy man with fancy needs.
But when he wants to be, he's a pit bull, trust me.
I had, you know what it is? I'll be honest with you, John. I'll be honest with you. I have done what they called sold out. I went from working in construction for many, many years.
I call it the old
my ass
360.
off. I worked my ass off. I got into a gig where it's not even work anymore. It's hanging out with your friends goofing on shit, and they pay you tremendous amounts of money to do it. And for years, I still just was like, all right, I got this. Put it in the bank. Because when you grow up and you're piss poor and you're working like a slob, you got the rolled up fucking 20s in your pocket at the bar, and it's like Friday. You've just been paid, and it's all you got, and you're at the bar spending it all.
But as fancy as you are with the limos and all that, you're still down to
He
earth.
doesn't
You still
have
buy
limos.
clothes at Kohl's.
I
and
am
stuff, right?
so down to earth. I know people exist that are less
Anthony
well off
had
than
Those in the pulse of the hood.
Pulse of the hood.
Anthony
Fuck
before
that.
radio had a very tough life. No joke.
You can see it in his eyes.
He had a very
Of
tough
course.
life.
I worked like a dog.
You notice him
So-
and Voss just got the same look. It's that
Yeah.
I'm still living.
It's like I'm still here. Thumbs up.
And one guy made it, one guy's still trying.
Oh, jeez. But
Oh, man.
now
You
I've
guys are
decided
delusional.
to take some liberties with my cash and get a nicer vehicle. And since we have security people and whatnot that are here, if the weather sucks, why am I going to park a block and a half away and then walk in the rain when Master Poe can now park the car? Why, if I want a low-fat apple cake, should I not
Ari
be able
Spears.
to
We
eat it?
We want to look cool in front of him, man.
Why in God's name am I a faggot
He's
for
just doing it for the
this?
radio, Aries.
Well, people don't know. People just don't know.
Listen, our listeners listen too closely, unfortunately. Bill, go ahead. Bill, go ahead. Bill, go ahead.
They're listening really closely.
Bill, the guy that's hearing us through his phone right now. Speak.
You, speak. You're right.
Yeah, you.
You.
Just went,
Well, it ain't Bill, it's Joe.
Oh, Joe, sorry.
Joe, whatever.
But you knew we were talking to you, right?
Well, fuck no, I didn't know. I'm not Bill.
Yeah, but we answered.
Fair enough. You can't be pissed off at him about that.
But if someone's if you're talking on the phone and someone goes, "Hey, Johnny,"
I'll be like, maybe I can just hear him.
would you not listen and just sit there and go, wait for him to say Patrice, or would you go, "Hello,
hello"? Wait, that might not. Yeah.
My name isn't Bill, but I'm here on the phone.
Hey, Scooter.
All right, Joe, go ahead.
Just go with Champ.
Hold on. Here's Joe.
Pally. Yeah, what's up?
It's not a 360, Ope. It's a 180. You said he did a 360. It'd be the same thing back to where he was before.
If someone pulls a 360, their viewpoint is
Oh,
exactly where it was.
Thanks for paying attention,
thank you.
Joe.
If I would have said that, there'd be fucking pictures everywhere around New York. Jesus, there'd be a plane with a fucking smoke. Voss said 380.
Jesus, Anthony, you really are.
380. I know.
Damn it,
A 360.
380.
Am I?
Souffle eating motherfucker. I
I've
can't
gotten-
believe this, man.
And I have a chef because I ate like shit for many years. It was all takeout. It was all garbage. Now she comes in, makes nice
Let me
chicken
tell you something
stuff
else.
for me.
She comes to your house?
The chef?
What's the chef?
It's like a couple $100 for like a week and a half.
It's all good food.
$200 a week. That's it.
Yeah.
They bring the food and
She cooks it in the house.
Do they
She
bring
comes
McDonald's?
in, she goes out, gets what we want, like from the store right
you
down
got
the
to
road.
pay for the food and so it comes up to be about $400.
No, it's not even that much.
But isn't there places that send you that kind of shit already made, like that's
Yeah.
real healthy?
Yeah, but this Meals on Wheels.
Exactly. I got that for my mom. It
I
was a
heard
fucking
you
good deal, man.
despicable ass.
I try to get it for myself at that price.
She comes, she cooks healthy food, and it's there for the week.
Your brother's going to call you out now.
That's pretty cool.
Brother
What did
Joe.
I do?
That's pretty cool.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Hi, Joe.
Hey, Ant, what's going on? Ant, I love you, man. You know it. You know I do.
Of course,
You're my brother.
my brother.
Jesus Christ, you sound like a faggot.
Yeah, I've just incorporated a few conveniences and
He now
little
wears
things in
collared
my life.
shirts, too.
I know.
And that's how he's talking to his
He
brother.
never wore collared shirts.
You know, bro, I've incorporated a few
Was that your brother?
That's
Yeah,
going
that's
to
my brother
trickle up
Joe.
to the parents
Why do you-
soon. They're going to go, you pussy motherfucker.
Yeah, my mother's gonna be like, "What, you faggot now?"
Why don't you blame Bonnie for? Oh God, it would have been funny if I didn't stutter. Through
Oh.
it. I fucking
Hey, it's
stuttered through it.
Voss.
you know what? I agree with you. You're a fucking celebrity, semi-celebrity. You should have people cook for you, park for you, do whatever the fuck. You don't have to do anything. That's what it's about. And you come in here and entertain these fucking mutants.
Ari, Mad TV's got to be paying you a couple of bucks. A couple. Now, and growing up,
they were all right.
Did you come from wealth growing up?
Hell no.
Hell
man.
no. So now that you have a few bucks, don't you kind of splurge on yourself every so often?
You know, I pay for sex, man. That's how I splurge, man.
That's how you splurge it.
I pay for
the house is a mess. You don't have food coming in or anything, but at least you're fucking.
Aries has had money for a long time.
Really?
He doesn't have nigga rich on it.
Well, that's what I heard about you, Patrice.
I have had no money, and I still don't have any, and I do nigga shit with my money.
But you know what? My nigga rich is in my pocket, man. I got.
Oh, you kept. That's what I'm
hiding. He's hiding that shit.
My fault, baby.
Shit was in my pocket.
Mad TV, bitch.
Wow, he's showing us Mad TV money right now. Wow.
No,
we're gonna have a really good interview with Aries, and then we're gonna talk bad about him as soon as he leaves.
Oh shit.
Yeah, have him come back.
Yeah.
No, I met Master. Was it Master Poe?
Master Poe.
I ain't coming back if I leave.
He's a trained killer.
That motherfucker shook my hand, man. You could just feel the chest muscles in his fingers.
Looking in the eyes, you could just see
his
this,
jaw looks strong.
Craziness. Yeah, you don't hit him in the jaw. And then he's got newspaper clippings of how they sent him down to Quantico to train people to kill. It's like the military, the Pentagon and shit is sending him. Like, we got Marines, we got all these guys. We need somebody who really knows how to kill, to really teach him how to do it with, like, a stick.
Oh, man.
He's the guy.
Hey, we should get into what happened to Ari Spears, because we defended you, bro.
Thank you, bro.
We got audio of the whole thing, and we thought those guys down in, where was it, Miami?
Yeah,
a bunch of pussies.
What was their names? I might have did their show.
Yeah, what is it?
I know
Ron
I did
Ron and Paul. Paul, I think.
I did those guys. Is one that big guy?
Well, yeah.
He's
that was the one that was
right on the
talking
mic.
shit. Yeah.
He's a big guy, right?
Look, I don't know much about him.
Fat jock, you never see that.
I know.
I don't know much about him, but as far as this situation goes, they looked really bad.
You know what's crazy, man? Is like and you know how the radio is, man. You can kind of be at the helm and edit shit and control shit. So they would always push the button where, like, they would have, because I said this thing where I said, look, man, I'm from New York. So they just kept pushing the button, and people were, like, kind of making fun of, what does that mean? I'm from New York. And my whole thing with that was I was just trying to let him know I'm not from Florida, man. I'm not from one of these little pussy towns that where you just going to talk crazy about me and I ain't going to come do nothing. So when I made that statement, I was saying that to say, look, man, this is where I'm from. I'm proud of that. This is part of, my character. And we don't get down like that.
But are you from Michigan?
From this motherfucker.
Yeah.
So, it just was an interview went bad, man. And
they didn't... They weren't happy with you because you weren't doing voices and performing.
Yeah, I guess
they kind of wanted me to, like, snap to it. You know what I mean?
Performing seal, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't mind doing that shit, man, because, I got to sell tickets. I like to, entertain the people, but it's the way you present it.
Yeah, right. It's got to be presented naturally. You can't just, hey, go.
Yeah, and that's basically what he did.
There are times when it's the host's fault if one of you guys aren't performing. There are guys out there that do radio like, hey, Patrice O'Neill, very funny guy. Yeah. And then they just stare at you like, all right, go, funny man.
Yeah, and that's basically what it was.
And then there's other guys, you try to get a chemistry going and a rap going, and then you work it in naturally.
Yeah.
But I've watched a lot of these radio guys, man. They're like, all right, Dane Cook or whoever's in studio, let's, boom, go, be funny for 10 minutes.
And there's some guys that make you write out a list of shit to talk about. You got to go in there with a paper to set them up for questions. You know what I'm saying?
Hey there, Aries. So what's it like on Mad TV? What's it like?
Yeah. So why don't we listen to this tape? We have a lot of new listeners that haven't heard this yet, but Ari's got in some trouble down there, and then the local TV was on it.
Oh, yeah.
But Ant and I were saying you must have had a sold-out show. Controversy sells.
It wasn't bad, man, but, like I said, they went beyond that, man. They started sending copies. They were emailing the shit to Fox TV. They had listeners call up the TV, Fox and Mad, and they were trying to get me fired and shit. And it was,
For what?
For what?
They wanted to
For
really
coming
destroy
back and
me,
defending your fucking
dignity
in front of...
No, it was. A lot of radio guys, they see their moment like, this is it. we're going to get some national coverage.
Hey, some national
This is
press
it.
out of this one.
This is it. He's a dude from Mad TV, and we almost got in a fight. We got to send it off to everybody.
Yeah.
They had dreams of being on Access Hollywood and The Insider.
Their toughness level went up so quickly when you were escorted out, or
that's
when you left.
That's where I have no respect for what they did. You know, they were talking shit, and after you left, they talked the shit, and then when it looked like you might punch somebody, they backed way off. Then when they realized security was involved and they were protected, then they went after you again. And that was
security. Yeah.
Here's the tape.
Hold on. Station. Well, you said
when they got 6 listeners.
Yeah, I guess you got to explain. So you did your interview. It didn't go well. You'll be honest, right? It kind of sucked. It was one of those that just didn't go anywhere. So then you're leaving, right?
Yeah.
So they talked shit as soon as you left the studio?
As soon as I left, I got in the car, and we're listening to the station, and they just start ripping into me. And I probably got about 2 blocks, and I told the driver, I said, man, turn
this shit around.
That's awesome.
What I mean?
And what were they saying?
Well, they were just like, for instance, like every time I go on a radio station, I bring a copy of my prank phone calls on my CD. I'll say, yo, man, can you play this? Let the people hear it and stuff. So dude didn't even play the phone calls, but yet he said, oh, my God, the album was just garbage. Then I had my brother with me. It was just me and him. He said I had a 15-man posse. You know, when the interview went bad and I left, I said to the receptionist, nice, calm tone, listen, if in the future, if you want guys to participate, you should just have them be a little bit better hosts. They turned around and said that I threatened her and I screamed. You know what I mean? So they just took things and blew it way out of proportion.
Yeah.
Like I said, a 15-man posse. It was me and my brother.
So they're going back into their music.
And listen to the hack DJ voice delivery.
Hold on. Station. Well, you said
when they got 6 listeners.
Hold on. We're on the air now.
Yeah, let's be on.
All right, you're back. Okay.
Oh, this is good.
They have to play the fake applause because he's back in studio. Are you kidding me? This is a real moment.
We're back. We're black on the air.
Even if you're doing even if you're doing like morning zoo type of radio, you should step out of that when a real moment is about to happen. But you're like, all right, he's back. Where's the applause?
But like I said, before you even get into that, the fucked up thing was, like I said, people, you could log on and check it out on the website, and they were only playing when I was the angry black man. They didn't play when they thrashed me.
That's what the news did, too.
You know what I mean? They just played the one side, so it made me look like I was just fucking crazy and angry and racist. And, it was like, come on, man, play the first half when you thrashed me for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Hold on. Station. Well, you said
when they got 6 listeners.
Hold on. We're on the air now.
Yeah, let's be on.
All right, you're back. Okay.
Oh, this is good.
Yeah. Now radio and TV is all about ratings.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and get some ratings for you now.
Because you can leave if you want, or you can
verbally
stay.
thrashed me when I left.
No, you verbally thrashed us in the hallway on the way out.
I didn't thrash you in the hallway.
Yeah,
all
you did. The guy came in and told us what you said.
I've been doing stand-up for 15 years. I've been doing thousands of radio stations.
All right, so what happened here?
I know the deal.
You didn't do diddly on our show.
Okay,
You just came in
I didn't like...
Diddly.
Diddly.
How the fuck you gonna call yourself a black man, Aries? Let a cracker say diddly to you.
I don't believe it.
And you know what? And he let you off the hook because he didn't say squat.
And I got to tell you, on Mad TV, you do a great Bo Diddley, so I don't understand why you didn't do Diddley.
Why didn't you do Diddley?
You didn't do Shaq, you didn't do Diddley.
Oh, man.
Shaq or Diddley.
That's what he meant. What an ass.
Back to the tape.
You didn't do diddly on our show.
Okay, because I didn't like the way you presented it.
What are you talking about? We're having a conversation.
Here's my point to you, and this is why I turned the car around and came back.
I'm glad you came back.
You were thrashing me, and all the listeners heard it. You were thrashing me, talking about get the freak out of your studio and go back over there to the hippity-hop rap station where they have 6 listeners. I'm not done. I think I deserve the right to talk. You thrashed me when I left.
And I'll respond.
Say to everything you said on the radio to my face.
Just let him respond.
Say it to my face.
I love that.
That's the key right there.
Bravo.
Say everything you said to my face.
You're going to be tough when I wasn't in studio. I'm back. Say it to my face.
Now, if the guy had any set of balls whatsoever, he would have repeated everything that he had said right to your face.
Man. Say to everything you said on the radio to my face.
Just let him respond.
Hold on. I'm going to say it to your face, and I'm going to respond to why I said that about the hip-hop. You walked out in the hallway and told this kid that, man, I went to the hip-hop station, and we got along fine. I did all my material. That pissed me off, because you didn't do any material on this show.
Because the way that it was presented to me
How was
here,
it presented to you?
Let me tell you something. When you do shows and you're a comedian and you do impressions, no one likes for you to just go, hey, do this, do that.
No one did that.
It can be presented in a better way.
That is so true.
That's what I told the dude that was telling me the story at the club I was doing. I was like, look, I'm going to be honest with you. I know they told it, hey, we don't want to hear about who you really are. Dude, do that impression of Clarence Williams III. Go ahead, do it now. Do it!
And
every
these
time
guys...
you want to say nigga, they substitute nigga with a little Richard impression. Do it! that's where nigga come in. I said, do your impression.
I completely agree with you. By the way, I think it's our job, Ant and I, to try to set you guys up best we can, try to feel you out and make you comfortable.
There you go.
And it just goes to show you.
That's all I wanted, man. That's all I wanted.
What radio hacks, when they have to have a guy come in, and it can't just be a conversation. You can't just talk about, fucking what's happening in the news, the hurricane, just like conversation.
Plus,
it's got to be.
Plus, what they don't understand too, man, is like, man, in this business, hey, Patrice, man, you got to eat so much bullshit on auditions and rejection, and a lot of times, you can't always respond the way you want to a casting agent, producer, director, because that could be your ass. So you got to eat a lot of shit. So when you have a term,
diplomatic, and he ain't even mentioning as a black man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that too.
Because that's what he want to say. Because that's what it is. We got to eat a whole bunch of horse shit. Because we're not smiley, and they want you to. Nobody, if you not have just a drop of understanding for black people, don't tell it. Just let us have do it. Do your little impression.
But the thing that kills it is so if you get a moment where you can kind of keep a little control and dignity for yourself, that's important.
Right.
So, again, I would have done it, but he said, do it. I'm like, dude, I go through this shit to get jobs. I'm not going to do this.
And the reality is it's a give and take. You want to be good on a radio show because that sells the tickets. That's the only reason you're there. Yeah. That's the only reason you're here today. Yeah. We don't know each other, right?
Yeah.
But so why wouldn't you try to do your best? But if you're feeling uncomfortable and you're not feeling it because the atmosphere is strange, that's what's going to happen.
And that's the jock's fault.
Yeah,
it's the fucking jock's fault, man.
And we're not perfect. We've
had a couple of uncomfortable moments.
Yeah, we've let people down on our show. Of course we have. Sometimes we're not feeling the passion for the person.
Usually it's intelligent women. Yeah, that's the problem we have. Yeah. They sit down.
We finally had to admit that in the office one day.
And it's not even like we're gonna go, so bitch, what the fuck? It's just they sit down and go, well, how are you guys doing? And we just go, we turn into babbling.
Oh no,
idiots.
a woman with a brain.
Yeah, we don't know what to say to her. Get some
hoe. It'll bring it all down.
We're just so used to saying, show us your tits. Can I guess your age by looking at
your
your
wiffle ball bat in your
do that to them because no one does it.
Professor, show us your tits.
Yeah, hey.
But a girl that has any type of intelligence in this studio, we fall apart.
That's the hardest time we have.
That's our kryptonite. It really is. And we finally had to admit that in the back office one day. We're like, man, we stink when these girls are smart.
But you also go on these radio shows when we go on the road. When we go on the road, see, when a comic comes in here, they sit down. You go on the road, sometimes you're going in for 1 5-minute spot. Right. They'll bring you in. So you got to fucking song and dance with them for 5 minutes, right? Like you're, they rush in and rush you to find out. You can't build up any rapport or any type of thing. Yeah. So, it's bullshit. Here, at least you come in, you sit for an hour or 2 hours. You know what I'm saying?
That's it. And it's worked both ways with comics on our show also. There have been some comics that have come in, and we're talking about a subject, and we got people in here, and we're all laughing, and they come in and are incapable of adapting to the conversation thing and just start going into the act.
Is that my setup?
Yeah.
No. Hurricane what?
No, we're talking about when we were in high school.
But even if you got 5 minutes, you can make the most out of 5 minutes. Again, I just say it's my job to come in and do my thing. But as host, this is your station, your gig.
Right.
You can in 5 minutes we can get something going. You know what I mean? It ain't got to be an hour. Right. It could be 5 minutes.
Oh yeah.
It's just all about how you know what I mean. In that 5 minutes, build that rapport, man.
Obviously, that wasn't going on.
All right, let's go back to the tape here.
It can be presented in a better way.
Started talking about
your
Red
job
Fox.
as the host. You are the host.
Yeah,
it is your job as the host to present it in such a way where we can do it well.
Hang on. Just let me say something real quick. We've had every major comedian that has come through the Miami Improv.
And this is a lot.
I
want you to understand why I turned around.
Hold on, let's let Tommy speak for a second.
Let me talk just for a second. As far as people doing impressions, we've had Kevin Pollak, we've had Daryl Hammond, We've had other comedians that do impressions, and we say, hey, man, do this impression.
Let me tell you something, man.
And they do it. It's no big deal.
I wasn't here when all those people you just named, I wasn't here when they were here. So I don't know what they did, and therefore I don't care. Right. My point in turning around and coming back here was that you were talking very tough when I left here. Yo, my man, I'm from the streets of New York. I know what tough talk sounds like. Yeah. And if you're going to talk about me that way, do it to my face.
I'll do it to your comedy.
Say everything that you said to my face.
What did I say that was so tough?
Talk the way you was talking a second ago.
Yeah! I said, man, go down to the hip-hop station where they got 8 listeners. Why don't you go down there?
So it's necessary to say my CD is trash and all that? Because if I had done everything that y'all wanted me to do, if I had done everything that y'all wanted me to do, the way you wanted me to do it, you would have still said my CD was trash?
I didn't say it was trash. I said it wasn't funny.
What did he say?
I said it wasn't funny.
What did he say, Ish?
I know what I said. You
and we heard you.
In my mouth.
We heard you.
Don't you, let me tell you something, poodly poo. You don't come in here with your New York swiddly do and kiddly crash and come in here and think you can scare me with your goddamn movements of your hands and neck with that hibble gosh.
You could tell he was scared. He was, the way he was talking, it's like, you know, say what you said and say it to my face. And he's like, well, the hip-hop station's got 6 listeners.
What was he saying, though? Like, say it exactly how,
he was
like, that made you want to come back.
Well, when he was like, you know, I said, yeah, man, I did the thing at the hip-hop station, had a good time. He goes, go back to your hippity-dippity-rippity-rappity station where they got, you know, 6 listeners and do your thing. And when he was saying that, he was going, your hippity-dippity, you know, he was doing all that shit.
What did he say in the car that made you go, nigga, turn this motherfucker?
Oh, he said, who does he think he is to come into my station in my city and not do what I asked him to do?
Oh. That's what it was.
Right.
There you go. Aries,
right.
see, this is what we have to explain to white people. This is they miss out on
master.
Because to white people, I have a PhD in white people. They did not understand that you don't do that as a white guy.
You don't go into slave master mode.
Yeah, you do what I told you to do, and that's what made him come back. Aries was bullshitting. He tried to make it sound like he said, nigga, I'll shoot you in your motherfucking eye. He just said, let me tell you something,
that
boy.
That shit went right to his DNA, man. Right to his DNA.
We had put the sand down on the floor for a little soft shoe, and he didn't deliver. He didn't deliver.
God damn it, we had makeup and everything.
Oh, my
God. You want him to say mammy, and you say mammy when I say mammy.
My studio. This is my plantation, my studio, and I say, holy shit.
All right.
That's it.
He was trying to make it sound like he said, well, I'll smack you up inside your motherfucking head, boy. But he was just like, he just should come here and do what he's told.
That's when that car made that Yui.
All right, listen. Let's get...
That car turned around like when they were taking Michael to the restaurant. Good driving, Lou. Good driving, Lou.
Not Lou DeBrasi, the other guy.
We going to Brooklyn? Or we going to Jersey? Yeah, we'll see where we go.
That's great.
Makes that turn.
All right, let's get back to the tape here.
I said, you don't have
we
to
heard
words
you.
in my mouth.
We heard you.
That's fine. I don't care. I'm standing right to your face.
I'm going to give you a real quick lesson because I'm going to be as professional as I can be under the circumstances. I'm going to go ahead now that we done got all this out the way and leave your building, or as you said, your freaking station. But I'm going to tell you right now, be very careful what you say about people and how you say it. Because I'm going to let you know something else about black people. Right. When you talk like that to us and about us, you get your ass whipped. So if you got something tough to say it now. And I guarantee you I'll whip your ass in the studio.
God, you called him. I love that you called him out right there. Oh. Absolutely love it.
Although you also get your ass whipped if you say, could you please get out of my home? don't tie me up with the phone cord here in Nassau County. All I have is a rapier for defense, sir. Could you please leave me alone?
What the fuck you say?
I'm sorry,
Hold
okay.
Up. Wait, did you say you...
Why don't you go to some guy's hippity-hoppity house and rob me?
Whoa. Did you say you going to chop me up with your samurai sword if I don't get the fuck out your house? Oh, I know this nigga. He didn't just tell me to get the fuck out of his house.
All right, come on, we're running out.
I'll say what I was going to say. Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me.
Oh.
We're running out of show, so I'm trying to move it along. Oh, shit. Back to the tape.
Say it now, and I guarantee you I'll whip your ass in this studio.
Let me tell you something.
Don't threaten anybody here, pal.
I'll whip your ass in this studio.
Get security right now.
There it is. See, that is just like, get security, I'll show you.
That's embarrassing, and their listeners should have been embarrassed. There's their tough shock jock, and he's yelling, get security.
I'll show him.
I'll show him. Get security.
We called security in here on one occasion.
Really?
And it was when Bernie Getz, subway gunman Bernie Getz, was sitting right there losing his fucking mind, and he walked to get something out of his duffel bag. Security! Now that's when you call fucking security.
It was Poe?
Yeah, no joke. We weren't sure if, because this was early in the XM days, we weren't sure if Poe actually checked them for shit. We weren't sure, you know. There was part of our... Dude, it was just... no joke. It was a
We were fucking
scene.
with him a little bit. We were fucking with
And he
Bernie.
just lost his mind?
Oh, no, we purposely fucked with Bernie Getz. It was fun. But until he ran out of the studio and went for his bag, we're like, what is he getting out of the bag? And then he comes running back in. We're like, holy shit.
What did he get?
What happened? To this day, we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know what he was going for.
I think something switch went off in his head, like I'm going to get my gun, and then realized, wait, I can't carry a gun around anymore. I think the switch went off in his head, like I'm getting the gun.
He's really got OCD bad, and he set up like CDs and things all in order. And Opie took one and switched it with some piece of garbage one, but made like he broke it.
Yeah.
Opie just went wham, and he goes, "You motherfucker!"
Yeah.
And like ran out, motherfucker! I'm never coming back to this fucking show again. And he ran out to get something. We're like, here it comes. Boom! You don't look so bad.
And he would have came in and
remember
shot
that
me.
line? Oh yeah.
Opie, don't you ever do that again.
Right.
Boom!
He had a sharpened
Now,
screwdriver.
I'll shoot another nigga sitting here if you break my shit again.
He had a sharpened screwdriver. I saw it.
You know, looking at this room right now, I would have had 2 chances to get away.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Fucking Bernie, man. You don't fuck with that guy.
I'll break another one. You ready, Ari? You ready to die?
Oh, my God.
I guess
And he'd have gotten off again. Well, they were threatening.
I guess we should tell Aries we like to break things on this show. It's fun.
Hey, man. I wish I was here for
like
that.
Voss
That
has
shit sounds
a invite from President Bush.
Not an invite. It's a...
What is it? Let me see it again.
You're not going to see it.
It's your wedding
Let
invitation.
me see it from here.
He sent an invitation to the president.
Oh,
No
give me the
one's gonna-
fucking thing.
Oh, shit.
Don't break it. I'm telling you.
Wait, what happened?
What happened?
They took it out of
They
his
took it out
bag.
of my bag.
Oh, jeez, did someone
Don't fucking
rifle
break it.
through
I'm
your
telling
place?
Don't
there?
break it.
Is that
I'm
it?
telling you.
Why is it already a little askew? Let me see that.
Give me the fucking thing.
Fucking hilarious.
Look at you.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God.
Oh, you didn't,
I
you
wasn't looking up. That
motherfucker.
scared the shit out of me.
Holy shit.
I wasn't even looking up, man.
Holy shit.
I didn't realize it was
That's real glass, you
Fucking
idiot.
idiot. You broke it. You think Aries pissed off at the last guy? You just cut his face, you dummy.
Poe's like conflict.
Did
I'm
anything?
good. I'm good. I'm good.
All right, you're not cut?
No, I just. It scared
You're not
the
going to
shit
turn
out of
around
me.
back in your car.
No,
All right.
not with him here.
Was that actually the fucking...
No,
It was glass, man.
Oh,
He
you
didn't-
son of a
Was he
bitch.
really
I switched it.
Yeah, he broke the frame.
Yeah, but I didn't realize it was glass. Holy shit.
Oh, you fucking...
Look at you. Now you're a
That
mess.
shit out of me.
It's flying glass all
Put
over.
me in the chin.
Huh?
Oh, my God.
I know. I felt one on the cheek.
Did I get you, Ari?
Oh, that was nice and
No, yeah, but I'm good, man. I'm
Lunatic.
good.
A
I'm
fucking $500 frame.
I really... Yeah.
I got a few cuts.
You
in
got
my
some
hand.
shrapnel?
Oh, man.
Man, I thought he really did it.
That was
He
I
did
thought-
break it. What do you... That was glass.
That was really
No,
worth it.
here it is.
Oh.
Break
What's
that
that one? Oh, that's the real one.
Wow.
Wait, you still didn't know that I broke a fake one? How stupid can you be? You were staring at it.
How stupid can you...
Your
Voss.
fucking inches on. They put it in real glass.
We did the switch. He's looking at the. He grabbed the.
Oh, I was just... Because I was in shock.
Oh, all right. No, we did the
Oh.
switcheroo.
That was actually a genius.
Wow,
that
that really was a good
pull-off. You should
ploy.
have just gave Voss that one.
Little bait
Holy-
and switch.
That was
But
a
he
good
still
thing.
thought I really did it.
Yeah, I know.
What an
Oh,
idiot!
look
You were
at that.
looking at it.
Do we have
I was in shock that
do we
you
have a
broke glass.
dustbuster here?
Yeah, we're gonna need to clean up for Ron.
That board needs to be dust busted.
Oh, my
I
God.
How'd you do this?
Honestly,
that's not the president from the president. That's the imitation.
Aries is like, what the
That
fuck?
was fucking...
That shit was crazy, man.
Wow, that scared you so bad.
I'm sorry, Aries.
Rich,
so what I want to really know is Kevin Pollak does impressions?
We play for real on this show.
I see.
Okay. Hey, getting back to the tape. Now I got to do the rest of the show.
Daryl Hammond and I have the same manager, and I know for a fact that Daryl doesn't do that.
Right.
Like he refuses to do.
In the right context, it's fine and it's fun and it's part of the show. But when you're, like a seal with a fish being held up in front of it, you don't want to do that, man.
Yeah.
And we're running out of show, so I want to give Aries Spears some more time here. We got just like a minute left in this tape from what happened down there in Miami.
Tell you something.
Don't threaten anybody here.
I'll whip your ass in the studio.
Get security right now.
It's not a racist issue.
Let's not get violent here. It's not a question of getting violent. You trashed me verbally on the radio. You came in here, you had an opportunity to sell tickets for your show, and you did squat. And that's
it's
why
amazing
you got
how you
hide
behind
your mic
and
you talk real talk. Nobody's hiding in here.
No one threatened you. Not one person threatened you, dude.
See me on the streets and talk to me that way.
I'll walk out in the street right now and talk to you.
You get your fat ass whooped.
Then get up and do it.
Sure he will.
God, it's embarrassing to listen to this guy. I'll go right now. Then go.
I'll twist you into a pretzel, buddy.
How was the show?
Get some fat ass whooped.
Maybe so. I don't give a crap. I'm not here to fight.
Hey, do the clumps before you go, buddy.
What they say? At that point, they knew.
He said it on my way out as I was walking.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, it was.
He knew that he was well protected, so I was gonna get that last shot.
Look, I might come off as a bad guy, but that was kind of funny.
What did he say? No, listen.
That was kind of funny.
People laughed at it, man.
What did he say?
Do the clumps before you leave.
That was so smarmy. That was so.
Because right when I walked past him, he kind of gave me that over the shoulder. He threw the clumps.
Yeah.
Just as I was walking.
All right, we're running out.
Clumps before you go, buddy. Yeah, you egging me on. You'd love me to punch
do something. Hit somebody.
Do the clumps.
Sue your ass quick.
Yeah, you.
Let me bring a Jew into this.
Come in here, trashing people. Get out of here.
He's bad, man.
Hard to defeat him when they like
that. Access Hollywood tonight.
See?
He's not that big.
Oh, he's already creaming.
Access Hollywood's not interested in that guy.
Get him out of the building now that you're gone. You get him out. Tough guy.
Here. He's going to whip some fat ass.
Yeah, he's going to whip.
Did you have our back, Lamont, or did you run?
The funny thing is, one of my best friends is black.
I hate that one. I had a colored friend in high school.
Raleigh for 6-7 years, and she's like my best friend.
Yeah, sure.
I love that.
And I grew up listening to hip hop.
You can't have a best black friend if you have that accent. It's my best friend, goddammit.
That's the Dan Natterman.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. Well,
that is brutal.
Right. Kind of ran out of time.
That is brutal. I could see him out on the street trying to pull the Ralph Cramden thing where you get some other guy for him to hit. Hey, get a load of fatso there. And then he hits him to scare you into thinking he's a tough guy.
Oh, man. That was beautiful.
All right. We got like 15 seconds.
Brutal.
Aries, where are you going to be?
Tonight, Irving
Plaza with Bill Burr. That's right.
Yeah, 8 o'clock tonight.
Well, if you're going to be in New York, come back tomorrow so we can do more time. I mean,
absolutely.
Whatever, it's up to you.
We actually take off tonight.
Oh, okay.
We head out to
we'll see you next
Portland,
time
Maine.
you're in New York.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we heard the
Thank
ridiculous itinerary.
Rich Voss, thank you. We're running out of show.
Bananas.
Program complete.